Look at me. I
Yeah.
feel like a fucking queen. Anyway.
Oh, that's a good start. That's a good start right there.
Yes.
Salud. God help
Not
me.
bad. I haven't
That
had
is
that one
smooth.
before.
That's
I've,
pretty
I've
smooth.
had people ask for it, but I've never actually had it.
Which one?
Centenario.
We good?
Great.
Oh. That OJ was very handy.
I am not weak. I don't need the world thinking that I can't drink. 'Cause
No,
I can.
you're strong.
Yeah.
Muy fuerte.
No, we set you up for failure on that one.
I set myself up for failure. I drank
Yeah,
earlier.
I was
This wasn't the first one of the day.
Touche.
gonna give you an out on that one. I was trying to give you an out.
It's okay. We're Gucci. We're Gucci. We're here.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, as you can see, we have a guest.
Boom.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Would you like
Hi,
to
everyone.
introduce yourself before the intro? Sorry,
Sure.
we got to make him wait. Yeah, we got to make him wait.
Oh,
Gotta make
yeah.
them wait for it. Yeah,
Hi.
they like the slow intro. It's their dicks hard.
Ooh, seductress.
ASMR. I'm messing. Hi, I'm Kia.
I was like, I don't know if that went through.
I don't know
but-
if you guys heard that, but guess
Yeah.
what? It looks sexy doing it.
I know
so.
some people heard it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone in they heard
Someone
it.
closed
Yeah.
their eyes and they're like, I can hear
They're
it.
like,
It's the
ooh.
body language.
What's
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm Kia.
Yeah.
You know, I'm here to talk to you guys
Yeah.
about things.
Yeah. Somebody had
Yeah.
the balls to
Someone
come onto the
asked me.
show.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on here.
Yeah.
And
I said, you know what? Or
Yeah.
fuck it.
why not?
There you go.
Because we needed more feminine energy.
We really do.
And I'm that.
There you go.
Yes.
We really do. Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh no, I did
you
the
so
shot and
much.
I literally I fucked it up for the women. Guys, I can do shots. We'll be all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, we're
All
gonna be
right.
We'll run
My
it back in
face,
the
I
end.
can. We can. You'll see.
good. Yeah. Yeah. You'll see.
Right.
Yeah, you'll see.
Oh, now I do it?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you that I didn't hear any of that.
So what?
Yeah. Slow down just a little bit for the people in
It
the
might
back.
be there.
Um,
Why do you sound so far away?
Diaphragm.
You sound so far away.
Give me the gut.
You sound so far away.
Wait, that sounded.
That's acting.
You sound so far away.
And give you some insight.
Let's try it. Let's try that again.
Diaphragm.
Oh yeah, that was perfect.
There we go.
That was good.
Again?
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the podcast where we pull back the curtain, give you some insight what goes on behind the scenes, your favorite
His
part in the
mic
restaurant.
was
It's
off.
called Out the Industry Perspective. God damn, that's why I sounded far. I didn't sound far away. You just didn't have me on.
You was on mute.
Oh,
Wow.
So you remember how it's normally 3 guys? It's actually 2 guys and 1 girl today
Yeah.
instead of.
Yeah, apparently I'm
He's
not part of this episode,
this
so I'm just gonna.
at all. He's actually just sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that guy do on Ridiculousness who just presses the button?
I'm gonna go turn
Yeah.
the hair up.
That's you.
He's just there with the occasional side comment. And then,
But your side comments are not heard.
Like, we
I'm
didn't
way,
talk.
way side.
Yeah, like you're like
Way over
way
there
over
on the
there.
side.
So
Way
does he
in
have
the
to do
back.
it again? I think
No,
he's
no,
good.
no, he's good.
got it this
No,
time.
It's hot.
Third time's the charm.
Okay.
Third time's the charm. Yeah. So for everybody out there who's been wondering what's been going on with our audio issues the last few weeks, because we don't find out until the episode's already done.
Mhm.
We updated the program, and because of that, it changed a bunch of settings. And when we would do our test, which we do 5-10 minute tests to make sure everything's good before we go live, everything was good. But then once we would do the episode, about a 30-40 minutes in, we would lose audio. So bear with us, as you already have. We should be good going forward. All the mics are on. And yeah, that's the end of that.
Huzzah!
I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
What's up, motherfuckers? Yeah.
You never said it, so I
that's
just
right.
Oh, you didn't say it.
Yeah.
Do it again. Give it its moment.
From the top.
What's up, motherfuckers?
Huzzah!
I also have a disclaimer that I want to start reading.
Oh.
Ooh.
I want to start saying that the industry perspective is a space for those in the industry to speak freely about their experiences without fear of retaliation or a negative review. The views and opinions shared here are solely that of the individual and do not reflect the establishments in which they work. With that said,
Yeah.
if you feel offended by these jokes, fuck it. We weren't expecting to get tipped by you anyway.
Yo,
Yo, was that on the dome? Did you freestyle that? You didn't freestyle that.
I wrote most of it, but yeah.
I didn't see the end coming.
the ending of that was
Yeah.
fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Honest to God, and I know a bunch of you motherfuckers are gonna watch this because I'm on this right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you hear these stories and you don't like them, you're probably the person I'm talking about.
Yep.
Yeah.
You need to take that
Facts.
Sorry.
soundbite
Facts.
and
Sorry.
put it at the very beginning of the episode.
That's the plan.
Oh, yeah, that's the
I,
plan.
I was testing it out this time, making
That's
sure.
good.
Wait, can you like do that
Wait.
one more time so we have a clean one so we can just do this like
way-
the side eyes
Yeah.
again?
Hold on, the way you said these are the stories made me think of Law and Order.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I wanted to do
These
that
stories.
immediately. These are
Are
the
from the
stories.
SVU. Special
Bro.
victim
These
unit in New
stories
York.
are from TIP.
Yo.
Yeah.
And we're not talking about Tip Harris from Atlanta.
Oh my
Do
god.
they
You
tip?
gotta bring him into this.
Oh, you said TIP. T.I.
Oh, I've had T.I. He was really great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
dope.
what's up.
Him and Tiny. They were awesome.
What?
Kinda
Is she
picky.
tiny?
Yes.
Oh.
It was weirdest moment. He walked in the building, and as I'm getting like the chit to be like, oh, it's T.I.
Yeah.
Live Your Life comes on.
Oh.
And so I'm singing, I'm like, live your life. Ay, ay,
That's so dope.
And I look over at my table, I'm like,
That's so
I was
dope.
like, that's what I was like, I gotta go tell somebody. And I ran to my managers. I was like, listen to the song.
That's so
Look at
crazy.
it.
Was he annoyed? Because I wanted that because sometimes I think we had like Mario in our restaurant and we like were like going around because his songs are on our playlist.
I know it's really awkward
Yeah.
when the songs are on the playlist, but it's kind of like actually, it's kind of like cool.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
he like did not care. Like
Okay,
he didn't
cool.
even notice.
Oh, bet. Okay. That's
Like he didn't notice, and like Tiny ordered everything for them, and he's kind of picky with his eating, and it was
Yeah.
like it was fine. But they had like a great time. Like they were like, we're coming back. They did come back a few
Good.
more times. Like, you know, they're cool.
cool. That's what's up.
I know you heard me.
What
They
were
could
you
hear
humming
me.
over
were you
there?
humming?
I don't know. This is all I could hear the entire time.
What are you humming?
Oh come on.
Nothing. He
Hums
said
in
Mario, so I
Spanish.
started singing that one song.
Oh, Mario Kart. My bad. Wrong.
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't need my black card revoked on this episode.
Wait,
I've
what?
already gotten it taken away like 10 million
Well, she
times.
went
but
to Mario Kart.
While you went
Yeah.
Mario the singer.
I went nerd, and you went sexy love? No, that's
Yeah.
Neo.
That's me.
Ooh, you should let me love you.
You should let me
You
love
know what? That
you.
is the simpiest song I've ever
Let me
heard.
be-
Not only is
the
that, it's also
one
very much a Dirty Mac
today.
song. He's basically like
He
saying,
is.
like, you know, oh, you're gonna let him do that to you? That's crazy because I wouldn't do that to you. You should probably come over here with me.
Right.
That's like, dog.
Yeah, but
it's-
that's high level simping though.
Mm-hmm.
more simple, more Dirty Mac.
Nah, it's a simp
More
to me.
simp.
Yeah.
It's more
more
simp to
simp.
me.
It's-
Because it's like,
it's-
oh, I'm better
no,
than him.
yeah,
I'm
no,
better than
we
him.
have a woman perspective.
Oh, yeah.
It's-
As a girl, like Mario and Neo, like that shit is kind of like, yes, you want someone to do that for you, but then when it's like happening, you're like, this is the corniest shit ever.
Yeah. I feel
Yeah.
that.
Like you want it though.
Yeah.
Like you see other girls like getting that like
Mhm.
happening to them.
Yeah.
But then like if it ever happens to you, you're just kind of like,
Ooh, be a man. Be
So,
a man.
so
Please
like
stand up.
Pat, it's like, oh, I want that. I want that. I'm bored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so that's my issue, and that's why I'll
Yeah.
be single forever, friend.
Yeah.
Catch me on
Oh.
Tinder, Raya, Bumble,
Mm-hmm.
Hinge.
Coffee meets bagel.
What the fuck
What?
is that?
All right, that's another one.
In the public school teacher.
Coffee Meets. Here's the thing: I'm not gonna be on Coffee Meets
Don't be,
Bagel
don't
because
be,
guess
no,
what?
no.
I don't want to have coffee.
No,
I
no,
want to go take shots.
From all I know about it, it's very much just hook up a like bottom of the barrel like hookup app type of thing. That's what I've heard. I've never been on it. I have friends that have been on it
Allegedly.
in like Colorado
I'm
and
not
shit.
judging you for being on it or not being on it.
No,
I'm
I'm
judging
legitimate.
it for existing.
For knowing that what
Oh, I
it
do.
is.
Oh,
I
no, I'm
know
just
it.
judging it.
I'm
for
judging you for
existing.
knowing what it is.
I have friends that are on
But
it.
I'm also lying. I'm not on Tinder. You will not find me on that bit.
You can look though.
Raya though.
Yeah, you can look for.
There you won't find shit.
No, you won't. Find
But you will find me on Raya,
Boom.
on Bumble,
Boom.
on Hinge.
on
Yeah.
what? What was the first one?
Bumble.
Raya.
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 It's elite.
Oh, he
Gotta
doesn't
be-
know what Raya
You gotta be
is.
invited.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm not on it either, but I've heard
Have you
about it.
seen my content?
I like it's on their side. I was like, no, you gotta be over here, but I'm not over here.
Yeah,
I'm just like, I'm
But
just
you at
about
least
it.
know what it is.
Yeah,
Do you need a referral code?
possibly.
Wait,
I don't
hold
know.
on.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Raya, so you have to be invited.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that means if somebody invites you, chances are they want you to be on there so they can hook up with
No,
you.
no.
No.
It's like you
It's a
invite your
vetting
friends.
process.
It's a vetting. Like you. So basically, what Raya was in the beginning when I joined
Was it
like
like
5
Clubhouse?
years ago.
Let it finish.
No, not really. So it was Tinder, but for celebrities and people in the entertainment industry.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like you were invited by other people of the entertainment industry, and you'd have to be like, this is what I do in the entertainment industry for me to be in here.
Mm-hmm.
So like I've had friends go on like dates and start dating like actual celebrities from being on Raya.
Yeah.
But now that we're like 5 years deep, everyone and their mother is on
Code
Raya.
has been watered down.
It's been watered down.
Diluted.
Everyone's on there now. It's like not as fun. It's not fun anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's a different what
Could have
like
been a little bit more free. on
yeah.
there.
You were like able to literally match with like celebrities.
Yeah.
Mm.
Now it's like I'm matching with some guy who knew some guy who was on said TV show.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's not as like
You
fun.
matching with promoters now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or finance
Ouch.
bros and finance
Yeah.
bros have,
Oh.
they love to find the way to get into like I'm a Soho House member, and like people love to like finance bros love to find a way to become a Soho House member.
Yeah, it means a lot.
It
Like,
means a lot to
yeah.
them because they're not part of the entertainment industry and they
Yeah.
want to
Didn't
be
even
so
know
bad.
what that was until
Yeah.
you mentioned it earlier.
This is a
Also-
whole like different
Wow.
thing. Oh,
Yeah.
Wow,
shit.
you're bringing more than just the woman perspective. You're bringing the elite perspective.
Yeah, because we are not elite.
Nah.
Not at all. Have you seen our numbers?
They're laughing. That's why I'm laughing.
Yeah. It'd be like,
Yeah, the
They're
funny thing
laughing,
is, no
and
one's
that's
seen
why
our
I'm laughing.
numbers
It's
yet.
not for any other reason.
No one's seen our numbers yet.
But yeah, so
No
that's
one's seen our numbers yet.
What
oh, wow, this
numbers?
is dope though.
So House is actually where it was one of the places I worked.
Mhm.
But then I left, and 6 months later I was able to get my membership, and I did. And it's like a private member club all over the world.
Mhm.
Started out as a UK based company, and there's like houses in Greece, in Berlin, in Madrid, Paris, Hong Kong. I'm trying to think. There's Canada. There's Mexico now. There's soon to be one in Sao
So,
Paulo.
Raya, if you'd like to sponsor us, or Soho House, if you'd like to sponsor us, we're down.
This
Also, I think Raya is easier to get.
Yo,
Yeah.
Soho
We'll
House. Soho House
Hit us
sounds
up.
like the agency from John Wick. They've got locations in every country.
They do.
So you have a safe
Real.
house, safe haven
It's
to go
a safe.
to.
It's a safe house. So if you don't want to
There's
be with
no
like
beef.
if you don't want to be with the
Business is only
normies,
conducted on the ground.
if you don't want to be with normies, you go there.
But, yeah.
But even Soho House has also gotten a little bit because they went public a few years ago, and so
They
like
got
it's
watered
like
down.
a little bit, yeah.
The plebes are there now.
Yeah, now we found a new one. Do you want to know what the new place is?
Uh-oh.
Sure.
And this is the one where like you gotta have shmoney. You can't just get in this bitch.
Well,
Okay.
I'm definitely not
San
getting it.
Vicente Bungalows.
Wait, does that
It's
have
on
anything to do
San
with
Vicente Boulevard in West Hollywood.
in West Hollywood?
Vicente
Oh,
and
yeah,
Santa
yeah, yeah.
Monica.
My homie used to live right next door to
Yeah.
there, and he was talking about all the parties that
It's
were going
all
on there.
like if you ever wanted to just go sit down and have dinner and like have one of the biggest movie stars be next to you, that's where it is. But
Yeah.
you can't like even like when you bring your phone, they give you a sticker and you put it over your camera.
Mm.
Like you're not allowed to take. And I mean, Soho House, you're not allowed to take videos or
Right.
photos, but
I'm so broke, I can't even pronounce that place.
San Vicente Bungalows.
Yeah, can't.
Heard.
Yeah, my tax bracket
This is-
won't let me.
This is a street
Nah.
name, bro.
Nah,
That's a street name. That's literally a
Nah.
block.
I understand true broke. I can't say it either. They might tax me for it.
Yeah.
I
We're gonna
can't
be
say
knocking
it.
the door like,
Yeah, we heard you were
100
talking
bucks.
shit. Give us our
Yo,
cut.
it's okay. We're not talking shit about either of these places.
Yeah,
just-
If you're a member
it's out
like
there.
me,
Yeah,
we go.
yeah.
We go. We have fun.
Mhm.
Which is why you ain't gonna find her on the apps.
Yeah.
She's
There
at
you
the-
go.
at
You'll
the
find me in
second,
person if you
There
can
you
get
go.
into the same room as me.
Boom.
But speaking of finding you in person, let's
Like
let
that.
everybody know
Okay.
what your connection is to the service industry.
Okay, so basically, I started out when I was 18 years old. First things first, I'm born and raised in Los Angeles. I grew up in the South
okay.
Bay. I grew up in Torrance. And I, my entire high school career, like, I just, whatever, I did my shit. I was good at school. And when I graduated, I just was tired of having to rely on my parents for money. I was 18. And my parents, oh my God, they're amazing. They would do everything for me. They would keep doing everything for me, but you need to grow. So I got a job at Stacked. What's the other restaurant? Stacked. This restaurant
Yeah.
had iPads at every table.
Mm.
So you could customize your food
Oh shit.
and then you send it in.
Sounds like a nightmare.
It is a nightmare.
I was gonna say
So
the same
this
shit.
in this specific place, you got hired and then they just kind of fit you into slots. So every shift you could be a different thing. You could be a host, you could be an expo, you could be a server.
Oh, sounds like
everyone
a lot
knew
of
how to-
cross training.
Everyone knew how to do everything. You just did everything at once. So like some on the weekend nights, I'd be a host because I knew how to sit the restaurant really well. And it was at the Lama Mall, so it's like one of the biggest, like I think the fourth
that's
largest
what it
mall in the United States.
Okay.
So like we had mad foot traffic.
Right.
And so we'd have these big parties, the holiday parties, the whole nine, and then you'd be the server, and then the next you'd be an expo. Like you learned how to do everything.
Right.
After that, I did like a few more jobs. I think, when I turned 21, I was at this place called Great Maple. And I had been there before I turned 21, but when I turned 21, I became a bartender. So I was bartending for maybe 2 years, and then the whole place shut down. But that was at Delama Mall too. And then
They've opened up other ones, yeah. Great.
so there's actually one in Pasadena, and there's one in Newport Beach.
Yeah, because I follow them
Yeah.
on IG because their food looks amazing.
You haven't had?
I haven't been there yet though.
Might have to
I
take
never
you.
even heard of it.
No, because like the food looks amazing.
It's actually really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the food's actually really bomb.
Okay.
So I quit like serving for a minute, and I was like, I'm gonna be in fashion and do all this stuff, and so that's kind of where like I started branching out on other things, and I was like, I'm broke, need money, and my friend was like, and this is the worst decision I've ever made in my life, and yes, I mean every word of it. I went to work at Cabo Cantina in Venice.
Oh no!
I don't know what that is.
Hey.
Oh
Did
man!
Did that. Everything
I've
from
just heard the stories,
everything
man.
here and
That
everything from this
sounds-
moment on is completely true, and I hate my life.
It sounds
Wow.
so trash.
Yeah, I've
It
heard
Somebody
was.
it.
explain to me what that is.
Yeah.
Enlighten
So-
me. I have no idea.
Cabo
Oh.
Cantina is a chain. And that's
Red
one.
flag.
That's one way to put it.
One red flag.
Of
Of dumpster fires.
ratchetry,
Okay.
That's a new
Which-
word. I like that.
ratchetry.
Ratchetry.
And my friend, who I love dearly, and we're still really good friends, she was like, "Come work here with me," and I was like, "You know what? Yeah, I need money."
Mm.
So over there, the uniform was these shirts that we clearly we went full Hooters.
Oh.
Like I had like my V down to here. I was wearing short shorts with my apron this small. Like it was a whole thing, but we had volume. And the volume there is like wild. Like you get people because of the 2-for-1 or whatever.
2-for-1 fish bowls.
No, not the fish bowls.
Oh,
They're
God.
smaller bowls.
Long-
But the
double
big, we had
line?
mega bowls. We had the big mega bowls.
Yeah.
And
Mega
those
bowl
are
line.
such a
Anytime you
ripoff.
put
Don't do
mega
it.
on your
Yeah.
menu.
Oh, it's not
Don't
allowed-
do
It's
it.
not allowed liquor.
Oh my God, it's
Yeah.
like 3 shots, maybe. And the
Yeah.
rest is literally mixed.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so me and my friends worked there for a year and a half. And yes, there were a lot of nights that we made bank because we were good at what we did. We were able
Yeah.
to control a big crowd and just like do it, you know?
Yeah.
But the clientele
Mhm.
was ass.
I can imagine.
Ass.
This is the Venice
Well, they have-
location.
Yes.
Yeah.
The one
Fish
on
bowls.
Washington?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime
ass.
you have a fishbowl, you're asking for
Yeah,
it.
it was the worst. But we did have some really cool people that showed up.
Yeah.
You know, what's the black guy's name from Shark Tank?
I don't know.
Oh, I know the face. I can't
Ooh.
remember the name.
Is that what it is?
That's what I call him.
Oh,
What?
He helped create Fubu.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the only way I know him.
Yeah.
So you call him Fubu.
So I call him Fubu.
I thought you were just saying like he's
I'm
bullshit.
sure he's done
Look,
like a
come on now.
he's
other
done a
businesses.
lot of things.
Yeah, since
I can't
Fubu.
speak for anybody else. other than the fact that the three of us have all seen a motherfucker on a movie, and then that's their name,
Fubu.
not their character. Like the character name is their
Oh,
name.
yeah,
no matter
yeah,
what
okay.
they do.
But
I
he
only
used to
know this
come in.
motherfucker from
Yeah.
Fubu.
He was dope. He was cool.
So,
We had Lana Del Rey. I don't know. I mean, she
nice.
lives in Venice, so
Yeah.
she does all the Venice things. But the fact that she was at Cabo Cantina, I was mind blown. Like I literally walked in and I went, "That Lana Del Rey?" I was walking into my shit. And I was like, "There's no fucking way."
Just a
you
random
can do
white
better.
girl.
She's out here just sitting like just outside, just like kicking it. I was like, "The fuck?"
You can do better.
I was like, "You're here?" All right, I guess I'm doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, I ended up leaving there for obvious reasons, and I went to Soho House and I opened
Nice.
the warehouse in downtown, which was amazing.
Yeah.
We had a great time. I was there for 3 years. It was honestly life changing. I met some of the best friends in my life there. Still friends today.
It's that energy going from Cabo Cantina to Soho House.
Well, that was so ridiculous. That was ridiculous.
yeah, that's way different energies.
That was literally ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because I know they hired me because I could handle high volume, and that's what Soho
Mhm.
Warehouse is. It's like high volume place.
Okay.
But it's like the people you're dealing with are completely worlds different.
Yeah, yeah.
These people are paying a membership to be there,
hmm
you know?
And like they're ordering old fashions versus like the shittiest margarita. That
Oh
you
my
can-
God.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the people at Cabo Cantina had no idea what a margarita was. They were like, some lime juice,
Yeah.
some of the sweet stuff.
Crazy.
I think it's tequila. Go ahead.
Make that for me.
Make it for me.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah. Like,
He did it. He did it. He did it.
that's crazy.
No.
I'm gonna perfect that by the end of this. That's crazy.
But I'm
not saying it's a
genuine
bad
with
thing.
it.
I'm just saying-
genuinely saying
I
it's
know.
crazy.
No,
I'm
but
just saying the
that
way
one
you
is like
say
that's
it.
crazy because these people are ridiculous.
Yeah.
No,
I
the
got
way-
it from another podcaster, honestly. It just stuck in my head.
Oh, don't claim that.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying the way you
I
say
didn't
it. like,
mean
that's
to, but like I
crazy.
listened to it so much that it's like, yeah. But
That's
anyway,
crazy.
it's crazy.
That is indeed crazy.
You actually did it twice. I called out the second
You
one.
did. Oh shit. I honestly don't even hear it.
I know.
It's good though.
Yeah.
It's really good. I like
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.
But yeah, it was such a weird transition. Like
I can imagine.
going from that to like now where I work, now where I was working was like it was a hotel, so we had uniforms, so we'd have locker rooms. So you pick up your uniform when you get in, and when you're done, you throw your uniform in a bin and they wash it for
Holy
you.
shit.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's super dope.
Yeah, it was pretty dope.
I've only seen that with back of house stuff.
I mean, when you work at a hotel, the
Oh,
entire
yeah,
'cause it's a
everybody.
this was a hotel,
Okay.
so they would wash your uniforms and everything for
That's
you,
crazy.
and they give you shoes.
Damn.
And we got Ray-Bans every season. Oh yeah, I have my Ray-Ban I have my Ray-Ban collection.
You had me at the shoes, but then they also gave you
I mean, the
Ray-Ban.
shoes were like whatever, and like, don't worry about those. Like fine, those are ass.
Still like
Well, like
work
these are like
shorts.
different,
They weren't
like
They were
even
like-
Skechers. They were
No, but
K-Swisses.
they were like Allbirds, which
shoes.
are actually kind of expensive.
yeah.
But like Allbirds, like they just got dirty really fast and like just got messed up really
You don't really
quickly.
care about it.
But it was such a weird like jump.
Mm-hmm.
And like everyone I was working with was like slightly in the industry, like slightly in like the music or like acting or whatever world. Like everyone
Yeah.
was in the industry, so you got to meet really cool creatives. And then when you're working, you get to also talk to like some of your like idols. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
weird. Like you'd be like, oh, that person's sitting over there, and you're like, oh shit, like that's cool.
I can actually have a real
A real
conversation with
yeah.
them.
And
yeah.
I think they did that because they wanted to hire people that wouldn't freak out when they
Right.
see celebrities.
Right.
Because really, like at this point, like I'm like, yo, they're probably just trying to enjoy their day. Like
Right.
just
Yeah.
treat them normal.
Right.
You know,
Which is
Like,
what they're there for.
Yes,
Right.
exactly.
That's why they're at Soho House and not at Joe Schmo down the street.
Or Saddle
That's
Ranch.
why they're not at
Or
Cabo
Saddle
Cantina.
Cabo Cantina.
It's Saddle Ranch. That's another
You know,
spot.
Saddle Ranch is all the TikTokers.
Yeah.
TikTokers.
I've never been. I just hear
Oh, you've
stories
never
about
been?
no.
I've never ridden the bull?
I
Yeah,
haven't
ride the
been to the
bull.
one out here.
No.
I've been to
Even
the
I've
one in
ridden the
Phoenix.
bull.
Gotta ride
Nah,
the
I just
bull.
hear about it.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like a place I want to go to.
I mean, you should just go. Just
We've
do
been
it.
to the
brunch.
one in Phoenix.
Oh, but that's
There's like a
different.
couple in Phoenix.
No, you gotta do the one in LA.
should do
There's two in
brunch.
LA.
Glendale.
At the one on Sunset.
No, but you don't do brunch. You want to
Over
do it when
at,
the nighttime
Westgate.
when they have the bull.
I've never done like nighttime. We had people doing
Literally
brunch
the
rides. I
same
mean,
fucking
they
thing.
were in danger of throwing up their mimosas, but like.
Oh, I
yeah,
did brunch once at Saddle Ranch in like Newport Beach, and that was
a little trash.
terrifying.
It's a little trash.
It's Cabo Cantina trash for sure. And the only reason all the TikTokers go there because none of them are 21.
That's
Come on now.
true.
I
Yeah.
have
funny.
10 million followers. Let me and my friends in.
Yeah.
We'll post about it.
We'll
Right.
post about it.
We'll tell people we're here.
Yeah.
All of our 16-year-old fans that can't get in anyways.
No, they can get in because there's no like
Oh God.
they just
Oh,
can't order
God.
drinks. Yeah.
Oh,
it's
is that
scary.
kind of place?
Yeah,
a bar
Wow.
and
It's been
grill.
so long since
It's
I've
like
worked
Chuck
at
E.
a
Cheese with
place
a
where
bar.
they do have a bar, but it's
wow. It's been years since I worked at a place where kids are,
Oh,
Oh,
loud.
it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, it's
Yeah,
been a
don't
minute.
miss
You
it.
used to do bars, so yeah, you haven't seen
Well,
kids
I
in your
mean,
workplace in a
for
while.
the, like shit, 4 or 5 years, I worked at a place that encouraged having kids because they had arcade games.
Yeah.
But since I've been in LA, I've been so far removed from that I forgot. Oh shit, kids can come in too.
Yeah.
I love telling someone they can't come in. If
Oh,
they're
it's
not 21.
amazing.
I love that.
It's
Get away from
amazing.
here.
Yeah. I'm like, ugh,
Go
go.
back to your daycare.
Daycare.
Wow.
Bye.
Wow.
You chose to have a
Weird.
child. Bye. Your
You
problem
shouldn't
now.
be here.
Go to
Sorry.
Yard House or something.
Yard
God.
House.
I mean, I only do
Yeah.
Yard House when I do like Anime Expo and Comic Con.
Ooh.
it just makes sense.
Speaking of,
Yeah.
you were just there, right?
I was just at Anime
Yeah.
Was it that crowded? Was it super
Okay,
crowded?
so the videos that you guys saw on like TikTok and all that stuff, like, yes, if you showed up at 9 in the morning when the thing opens at 10,
Mm.
yeah, it's gonna be like that. I was smart and I showed up at 11:30.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe some people were trying to wait to go
I
in
mean,
these
you're also a
panels.
service industry, so you weren't up until like 10.
Okay.
Let's be honest. I'm not getting up before 10
That's fair.
unless I'm scheduled to work.
You are not wrong. I do not actually get up until usually 12:30.
Same.
But for Anime Expo, I was a good girl and I
Yeah.
woke up at 8 every day. But I had to get ready.
So
Fair.
you do the cosplay?
Yes, I do cosplay.
What'd you do this year?
So I was Miss Bellum from Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, shit.
Yes, I was the mayor's assistant who clearly ran Smallville. Oh my God, did I fuck
I
up?
didn't see Power.
I forgot. I forgot what.
Missed out.
the-
Townsville.
Townsville. There you go.
Yeah.
I was like, not
Awful
Smallville.
is Superman. Yeah.
Superman, yeah. Yeah, Townsville, sorry. Who ran, she ran
Yeah.
Smallville. Townsville.
Townsville.
Maybe it's a small
They gave
town.
me alcohol and being drugged. If my words slip me, it's them.
It's okay.
So the videos that were shown were just at opening. That wasn't the whole
It
day.
was opening day. That was the real, like, that was
propaganda.
really why everyone, and it was literally just those opening day footages that everyone got, that everyone's like, oh my God, can't go. It's too
'Cause
much. It's
that
crazy.
completely turned me off, and I just thought to myself, I don't want to even try to go next year if it's
The
like
first
that.
day was the only day it took me 25 minutes to get in, but I found the line very easy and I just walked in because I know where the entrances are.
Mm.
I don't know if people just don't look at maps, but I know where the entrances are.
Most people don't even look at menus.
Babe, there
So,
were people who were in lines
fair.
that didn't go anywhere. They were just waiting in lines
I just
that didn't go anywhere.
yeah.
Like, are you not
They
going to
saw
ask?
someone standing there, and, they're
And they
like,
said,
"I
"We're gonna
guess we
stand too."
here."
Yeah. Like
Ooh.
20
Why don't
minutes.
you go find the entrance and then walk towards the back of that?
And then you see people moving over there, but you're just like, oh, let's just see what
People
happens
would
here.
rather stand in the wrong line than have to double back.
Bro,
I don't want to
am.
go all the way up there
That's
if I got to come back here.
ridiculous.
But
Yeah,
then you
that's
don't ask any
exactly
questions
true.
and you end up in the wrong line for an hour.
Yeah.
Stupid.
That's
And it's
dumb.
like a
Yeah.
group of people just standing in line that's not moving.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
but it wasn't like that. Every other day after that, I went. I waited in line 0.3 seconds.
Boom.
Okay,
I
that's
walked in.
reassuring.
I walked in.
That's reassuring.
It was
All right,
it
that's
was
good.
very easy, very nice. The second day I dressed up, and like it was probably one of the best experiences I've ever had because like I was Miss Bellum, and so it was such a niche costume
Yeah.
that like no one else was dressed like that.
Yeah.
And so
Mm.
like walking into the expo, like I didn't even take 3 steps in. And like I had a person be like, "Can we take a photo with you?" I was like, "Absolutely sure." And my friend was holding my I love you, Brett. You are amazing.
Thanks,
You
Brett.
held it
Brett.
down
Shout out to Brett.
the entire day.
Hell yeah.
I kept having to give him my stuff
Yeah.
to hold, and it wasn't like in the beginning it wasn't a lot, but once you start going to the expo, it's like a lot. And so he was holding my stuff. People were asking me to take photos, like not. And once he was trying to give me my stuff back, and like there was a line at this point, like
Wow.
I got a picture with you.
Yeah.
Take a
Damn.
picture.
yeah,
That's
it was
fucking
really
dope.
cool. I'd be like just walking
That's
around and people
dope.
just stop me halfway, and so like all my friends who were with me, I was like, oh my god, Caesar, Aim, you guys too, like A1, I love you guys so much
Oh yeah.
because I was like, it's. anyone
That's
would have
pretty
gotten
cool.
exhausted of this.
Maybe some of those people standing in the wrong line were just waiting to take a photo with you.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
Right?
They're like, "Is this the line
this
to take
the
a photo
line?
with you?" And you're like, "I don't know.
I don't
yet.
know.
Let me get back to you.
Let me get back to you on
Brett,
that. Yeah.
Is this the line?
Is this the line? I'm like, actually, you need to speak with Brett. Brett will let you know if you're in the right line or not.
Brett becomes your assistant.
He's
for
the
that.
line liaison.
No, but
Brett's the
he's
assistant to the assistant.
yeah. But she was not the assistant. She really ran that town.
Yeah.
He
Which
was
most assistants.
the mayor
Yeah.
was like
A figurehead.
he was
just there.
he wasn't
Yeah.
able to open a jar of pickles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the one doing everything.
Yeah.
You know.
I have no context, so I'm just.
Yeah,
Well,
you
you
never
just
saw the-
haven't seen
Yeah,
like,
no, I haven't.
Powerpuff Girls.
Powerpuff Girls was after his time.
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
that shit-
that
It's
shit,
not-
that shit
Cartoon
came out. I
Network.
was already like 15, 16.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have
so-
caught your attention.
That was-
I
Yeah,
get
that was
it.
after his
had
time.
it been like 3-4 years earlier,
Yeah, you would
I
have
would have been all
jumped
about
on
it. So
Yeah.
it
So
wasn't
you weren't
like
a- you weren't a
it
Cartoon
wasn't that I
Network
was
person?
like old. It was just I just missed that window.
Were you not a Cartoon Network person?
Yeah, I was.
Like
A little bit of
Tsunami.
like
Tsunami,
a little
right?
bit of Tsunami, a little bit of Johnny Bravo, Space
Johnny
Ghost,
Bravo.
Coast to Coast, C
Yeah.
Lab, 2021. Like
Okay.
I watch a lot of those
Okay.
like stuff because those cartoons were lampooning the cartoons that the adults that raised me used to watch.
Okay.
So to me, it
Yeah.
was like, oh, they're making fun of your cartoons, and I like that.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, these new cartoons came out, and I was like, I'll just focus on these because.
I mean, Johnny Bravo and Powerpuff Girls were on at
Yeah.
the same time. They were made at the same
But
time.
that's what I'm saying. I just missed it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like I had to
Okay.
pick one. One
Yeah.
was girls, one was a guy.
Teenager.
Yeah,
Sounds
yeah,
about right.
that's
I got beat up for reading comic books. Like
So-
I read X-Men and got
Yeah,
beat up. Like,
don't worry.
I had to pick my lanes, man.
Yeah, you had to pick your lanes.
yeah,
That's
Yeah,
so crazy to get
especially
beat up for
being-
playing.
yeah.
And liking what we like, it's
Oh,
hard.
it was
Yeah.
even worse for me because where I grew up, you were either black or white, and I was mixed. It was
They don't know
like,
where to put you.
can't like the white shit and the black
And
shit
be
Mexican.
and be
I'm like, but I'm
Mexican.
not even Mexican. They're like, nah, not with that hair.
Yeah.
So the most I could do was DBZ. That's as high as I could go back then.
Oh,
With
man.
DBZ.
When do you guys feel like being a blurred became cool? Because I feel like it was somewhere around.
When I
Childish Gambino.
graduated high school.
Okay. I feel like
When-
around
when-
Donald
After high
Glover.
school. for
When
me.
being gay was okay,
Okay.
finally, and it's still not even okay. But I graduated
It's
high
okay.
school 2013.
Uh-huh.
But like even then, I had friends in high school who we knew they were gay,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but would not come out because
Same.
you'd never know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You never know.
When it's
And
safe.
I feel like my high school was kind of like maybe I'm just oblivious, but I felt like my high school was a place where we just kind of accepted everyone.
Mhm.
Like we didn't really have like any of those kind of issues. And like I don't know. I think I went to a really good school.
Mm.
Like I'm very happy with where I went to high school. Like it was, yes, I was like one of the only black. Like there was like maybe 6 of us black girls. Yeah,
Wow.
out of like 2,500 kids
Damn.
This is in
Oh my God.
Torrance.
in Torrance.
Gotcha.
Wow.
It was
Okay.
mainly Asian and white, and
Yeah.
then we had a large kind of Hispanic population, and then the black kids were all kind of like brought in from other cities to play their sports.
Jesus
That's how it
Christ.
happens. That's
They
how it
trapped
happens.
I'm not
them.
kidding. This is really
Yeah.
it.
We need
And
another
so-
fucking power forward.
You're we're like, we need people
Need
for
a
fucking
running back.
football.
Damn.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Cool.
Damn.
But literally all of the black kids at my school, like we kind of, it wasn't that we're all friends. Like we all had our own friend groups,
Mhm.
but we like acknowledge and cordial and like cool with each other,
Right.
you know? And there weren't that many. I think my freshman year, there was like 10 of us in the entire high school.
My God.
Yeesh.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
2,500. Damn.
Yeah. It was, yeah.
Yeesh. Crazy.
So, have you seen? Well, I will say for me, I have seen this, so I'm asking just to see if you've seen and you as well. Kind of like a correlation between that and in the service industry, because I know when I got into the service industry 10 years ago, there weren't a lot of people who looked like me.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
you know, I first started really bartending in Phoenix. No one looked like me. There was no colored bartenders in Phoenix, especially male.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had to be a woman if you were
And with
an
colored hair.
ethnicity. Yeah. Yeah,
Colored
exactly.
hair?
Yeah,
So they
that
wanted
too.
me?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
man.
like, have you seen that just within your years within the industry? as
So
well?
one of my favorite stories, and because I love this woman so much, Tyler, basically when we first met, we were at this job
Throwing up
together,
letters.
and we were the only two black girls serving. And I don't know why someone felt the need that they were like trying to like be like, who's the hotter black girl? And we
No
didn't know each other
way.
yet. We had no idea who anyone was yet. Yeah, exactly. And so actually, I'm glad that this happened because we are literally the best of friends now. I have a godson.
That's what's up.
There you go.
It is like we are the best of friends now. We traveled the world together, the whole nine.
Yeah.
But in that moment, we kind of both looked at each other and we were like, what? I was like, why are we pitting us against each other? I was like, there's no need. She's like super strong black girl. Like I fucking love her. Like she's just amazing. But she was just like, the fuck is this? And I was like, I literally don't understand. I was like, why are we pitting each other? Why are we pitting each other against each other for like no freaking reason?
Right.
Like we can just be.
Yeah.
Also, why can't we pit the white people against each other? Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Right.
Yeah.
Let's break them.
Yeah.
Right?
Let's put them in a category of 1 through
Yeah.
10. Let's drop names.
Yeah.
Like, why does it have to be us?
Yeah.
And I've always worked in places where I've majority of the time been the only black girl.
Mm.
It's just, it's how it is.
Yeah.
How it is. And now that I'm like more like, I've done so many like more high end stuff, like the higher end you go, the more it's like you're just the only black person.
Hmm.
You
Front
know,
house, back house, just
it's
period.
just like you're the
Yeah.
only black person.
yeah.
You know, and you kind of just get used to it. You kind of get numb to it, and which is I think is really sad. But
Yeah.
it's
It can be.
it's sad to like think about it, but for the longest time, like honestly, I haven't thought about it in so long. Like you just forget.
Yeah. For
Mm.
me, it made me feel like I was always a representative
You are.
to everyone.
You
Like, oh,
It's not that you,
you
don't
don't see
want
that many black people, or you don't see that many
want
mixed
to,
race
you
people.
don't want
so-
to be it, but you
Right.
are.
Yeah.
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 You know, you have to represent everyone.
Yeah. You got to watch your attitude. You got to watch what you
Oh
say.
my
Oh,
God.
I've gotten in
Yeah.
trouble for sure for
Yeah.
being.
Yeah.
So our facial expression is just like,
I could just be
Joe.
chilling.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's
man.
crazy.
And they'd be like, "Why you got an attitude, bro?" And I'm like,
whoa. Yeah.
"Man, that's crazy. You think I got an
You think
attitude,
that
bro?"
right now.
Like, I don't
Okay,
even
so
have
think about
one,
this
you
though.
know?
Not only are you like black men working in this industry, imagine
Yeah.
now I'm a black woman working in this industry, but I'm a woman.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I can't get mad.
No,
Like I can't let anyone see that I'm physically upset.
even if they're in the wrong.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I'm hot headed. If I get mad, you're gonna know.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You're gonna
There's no hiding
I
it.
don't hide. That's not hide. I don't
yeah.
hide my feelings. Like,
Yeah.
well, I do hide my feelings. I'm actually very private. But if I'm mad,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna know.
Right.
Either I'm gonna ignore your ass, or you're gonna hear something.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Here, it's one of the two.
Yeah. Pick
And if
one.
I go silent,
Just let it be.
I mean, that's for
just
you.
no, but
Yeah.
just know that this is not gonna end well for you. If I go silent, I'm the most pissed off.
Oh, damn.
I'm
the
the
opposite.
most pissed
Yeah,
off.
I'm the
If I'm
opposite.
silent right now, I'm working in my head how to ruin your life.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
I believe that. I believe that.
I'm coming up with plans. You wouldn't even know it's me who ruined your life, but in 5 years, something will go wrong, and I'll be like,
Ta-da.
"Did it?
They'll wake up in their bed and like,
There it
Did
is.
it? Did it?"
There's too much petty on this podcast
it.
right now.
Oh yeah, he's King Petty as
you
well.
don't even know how to jump in. You're
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
I hear,
baby.
I hear
Oh, she's
so
going
much
off.
petty.
Yeah.
No, I condone all of it. She's going
Oh,
off.
I'm
Oh, yeah.
I'm a petty queen.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I can hold a
going on?
grudge forever, which
Yeah.
is the worst
too.
quality I think I have.
Nah.
I do not like holding
Nah.
grudges. Actually,
do.
you know what?
I
Anyone
do.
who watches this and me saying that's my worst quality, all my friends are gonna fucking laugh. They'll be like, "Your worst quality is you getting drunk, bitch." They're like, I found out today, which we'll come back to the other thing, but I found out today that my alter ego does have a name. Because I do have an alter ego.
You have an
Kia
alter
goes
ego?
to bed around 9.
Okay.
Kia goes to bed. Apparently, Kiki,
Oh.
Comes out.
Okay.
and she's fun.
Hmm.
She's too much fun. She will get you to go to
What's
the
too much
after
fun?
hours
Oh no.
until
no,
like
no,
2
no.
p.m. the next day.
Oh no.
That's
And
not
if you
after
don't-
hours. That's set up
and if
for
you
the next
don't-
day.
I'm a-
She will be angry at you.
Oh, that's even worse.
I will like, she'll like guilt trip you into going.
What do you
Hey.
think you doing going home, son?
No, it's
Still partying
no,
right
it's
now.
not like that.
What
It's
is
more
it?
like, really? you're gonna go home now? Come on, like there's more party.
It's 5 a.m.
Are you kidding me? The sun's up. Yeah, but we have so much more to do.
Now it's more well
Like I
lit.
work at like 12
Like, do you get me?
tomorrow.
It's
That's
not like
crazy.
aggressive. Like she will sweet talk you into
Holy
getting in the Uber to
shit.
the next location.
So it's gaslighting a little bit.
Oh, I'm a gaslighter. Yes. Oh well, not me, Kiki.
No way.
This
Oh
one
my
is
God.
strong in the
Wow.
dark side.
Wow.
She is
Wow.
strong in the ways of the dark
She'll
side.
be
of the
like,
force.
she'll be like, oh my God, okay, the bar's closing at 2. Okay, so where are we going next? And you'll be like, I'm trying to go home. And I'm like,
home.
actually, I just got text for like 3 different places. So are we going to this, or this?
That's
And you're
crazy.
like, well, I just actually,
Call my
I
Uber.
really wanted to go home.
Call my
And I'm
Uber.
like, okay, yeah, change the Uber location to the where we're.
Wow. Wow.
You will find yourself in an after hours.
Just trying to stay
Yes.
awake.
Or someone will find you at an after
Oh,
hours.
but you'll be awake. You'll like it's not like you're gonna go to sleep. No,
Yeah.
you're gonna be like, I'm up.
Yeah.
Word. Okay.
I don't know. Rob will take a nap anywhere. So
I do sleep anyway.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah.
You both will.
Yeah, I can.
You
yeah,
both will.
yeah.
You will go home.
Yeah, I will go home.
He's like, fuck going home.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna sleep right
We'll
here.
sleep here.
Here.
And I'm all in 2 hours. I'm back. And where's the party at?
yeah,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
think Batman disappears like without a trace? I'll be gone for an
I've
hour. You
seen
don't
him
even know it.
disappear in his own house.
And here's the thing, my friends.
People will be looking at him like, where'd he go? I'm like, I'm pretty sure his door is closed. He's already done.
My friends have literally learned, like, if you need to leave, do not tell me bye.
Oh.
Just Irish goodbye your way out.
I'm the king of that
Translation.
shit.
And here's the thing, I will always find my way home. I'm a grown-ass woman. Don't worry
what's
about
up.
it. Just leave.
Just go.
Irish goodbye. You text later.
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn.
Text me and you're like, I'm home. And I'll be like, that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I wouldn't even be mad, honestly, because you didn't argue.
You got away.
Yeah.
got away.
You got away. So
I'm not gonna
congrats.
chase
Yeah.
Congrats on getting away.
Yeah.
You beat the
But I'm
game.
guys, I'm learning. I'm trying to be a different person. I'm trying not to bring Kiki out no more.
Why not?
Yeah.
God.
No, don't.
He seems to be
dude,
fun.
don't
It's
do
just
that.
like fun.
She is fun. She knows everyone.
Oh.
Everyone.
We fight for Kiki
She
here.
gets free drinks everywhere.
Oh
We
shit.
fight for Kiki here then.
Yeah.
Kiki
Yeah.
knows everyone, but getting free drinks also comes at a cost. Like a bitch is drunk. I'm collected though. I can get myself into any party.
Okay.
That's good.
Duly
That's
noted.
that's like
I'm
the
not
key
the one
point
that's
there.
like on the road. If I need to throw up, you will not even notice. I'll just like be
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'll excuse myself. I'll be like, gotta go.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm going to the
Yeah.
bathroom.
Yeah.
I'll go find a trash can too. I'll
Say
be
what
like,
you gotta say on
Little
that,
boot
man.
rally.
Yeah.
and then I get up and I'm like, what's next?
Next round.
That is the key point. A lot of people don't. A lot of people just forget where their gauge is at, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh shit, I'm way over." Blah.
No, I know where my
Absolutely.
gauge is. But usually it's like that one last shot that I'm like, you shouldn't have done
Yeah.
it.
And then like your mouth just fills away and it's like,
And
oh,
you're just like, I'm salivating way
yes.
too much.
I have 1 minute.
I have 1 minute to
get-
figure this out.
Yes.
And I just go,
Yep. Excuse me.
excuse me.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
I know
And I
that.
just
come
turn
back
to
and
a
I just sit down.
linebacker.
I sit down and my eyes are just red and I'm like, I'm good.
That's when you look yourself in the mirror, like,
Yeah.
All right.
splash a little water, like, all
Little
right,
water.
don't look like you threw up.
Hey,
Yeah.
at least you can splash water in your face. I can't do that with this.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
that's right.
I gotta like rinse out my mouth and reapply lip gloss. I'm like, did you cry? Yeah, you cried, didn't you?
Oh shit.
Okay, I think you look okay. And then the next morning you go home and you look at yourself in the mirror. You look like a crackhead. You look like a crackhead.
Everyone knows.
Why did
your
you
night.
end up at the other place when you're like, everyone else looked like a crackhead too?
So no one really
So
knows.
it's not
We're all in
me.
the same boat.
So
Blend it
in their standards, I'm still a 9.
Yeah.
And in crackhead standards, I'm a 9.
Yeah, in the crack house. We're all in the crack house at that point.
No, because in regular
That
standards,
needs
I'm
to
a
go on the
10.
next whiteboard. I'm
I'm
sorry. That needs to go on the next whiteboard.
You're on
I'm
it.
adding that
You
note
were on
it. Wait,
right
what?
now. In
Adding what?
crackhead standards, I'm a 9.
Oh yeah,
That's perfect whiteboard material.
yeah.
right there.
In crackhead standards, I'm a 9.
So where you work at now?
Yes.
Is it close to home or far from
No,
home?
far West Hollywood.
West Hollywood. Okay. well,
it's
you don't have to
more-
say where you work.
Yeah, it's
so-
okay.
but,
It's more upscale, more like sceney, like more like
Mhm.
just upscale and sceney.
yeah. So
like-
do you choose places you work that are further away from your house?
No, I used to live in
well,
downtown.
Okay.
Oof.
I
Well-
chose close to downtown. But then I moved. It's a long story, but I moved back home with my parents in Torrance. So that's why I'm commuting far now. But when I started working in West Hollywood, I was living downtown,
Okay.
and so it was more or less like Soho House was right there, right there.
Okay.
This one was 20 minutes max. It was nothing. Fine.
Okay. So the reason for asking that is that a lot of women in the service industry generally don't work too close to or live too close to where they work.
Oh yeah,
For like
for
reasons.
safety reasons.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
safety
Sure.
reasons.
My place
Because
is not
that's-
like that at all. I mean, if it was Cabo Cantina, I did have security walking me to my car, like of course every night. But this isn't like.
Which was different because you also drove at that time, right?
Well, I still drive, but it's just also
I mean, in the sense of some people will say, I don't want to work within walking distance, or I don't want to work within, say, like a half mile
I
because
mean,
then
yeah,
I'll get
for
recognized.
girls,
and
for
then
girls,
people
that's a thing. If you work walking distance, you don't really want anyone following you home.
right.
Yeah.
Or knowing that you
or
live
knowing where
within
you
that
live,
area.
you know.
Yeah.
I do have a few friends who live close to the job that we work at now, but because it's such a populated area in WeHo, and like, I don't know, it's not like an issue.
It's a little different.
It's a little
Mhm.
different.
Yeah.
I'm able to walk back to my car like fine, like and I don't park
That's
next to it,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
but it's good, honestly.
Yeah.
I would say this is probably this job has probably been the most like comfortable I've been at a job in a while. Like the hours are really good. Like we're not open like all day. We're only open for dinner.
Yes. Let's put a pin in that. I got some things to say.
Oh, shit.
I do not like the clopins.
Yeah.
Oh my
I'm not
God.
doing that.
Yeah.
Don't do brunch. I stopped doing brunch after I turned 25. I'm done doing brunch.
Yeah.
I like the dinner. I like that we're not open till 2. We do our last seating at like 10:30, 11. So the last person will be in. Like if you come in at 4, you're probably out by like 11:30. Or if you come in at 7, you're probably out at 1. Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the hours are good. The area is nice. If you want to go have a drink after, you can. You're close to freaking everything.
And there's a good relationship with the, other bars and restaurants around you.
Yeah.
So when you come in, they're like, oh, that's such and such. Or
Well, they
this
know
group
us because we're
works."
there every day.
Right. But that's a good thing, though.
Yeah.
That's
We're
a
there
good thing.
every day.
That's
Yeah,
a good thing because
yeah.
that means that the people who work there are happy to see you as
Yeah,
well.
it's probably like
And they
your
know what
place
you're
going to
through.
Yeah.
his place,
Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
like
We all go there.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you're like, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
But even though like yours, like no, never mind. I'm not gonna finish this.
Yeah. No, my
Never
place
mind.
is, yeah.
No. I was gonna say something and I didn't say
Fair.
anything.
You don't work there. You could say it.
Yeah.
He just
You
No,
can
no,
say
no. I was gonna incriminate myself.
Oh,
Yeah, no, we don't do that.
Don't do that.
it.
No.
But yeah, those are kind of things that as guys that work in the service industry, we don't really have to take that in consideration
Nope.
because
I
we're
want someone to
guys.
follow me home. Depending on who it is.
I have a 10,000 volt taser that I carry in my bag, so I dare
Ooh.
someone to follow me.
Boom.
Hell yeah.
Goes the dynamite.
It would be
Hell
really
yeah.
nice, honestly, to use it on someone. I
Yeah.
mean, I
Wait.
showed it on my Instagram once, and like a few guys asked me like to pay, like they want to pay me to tase them.
Yo, guys are the shit.
I
'Cause
could-
they don't care about asking
could-
for the dumbest fucking thing.
I considered
talking
becoming a
about?
dominatrix
Oh
in that
man,
very
can you
moment.
step
What are
on my
you talking
balls
about?
and tase me in the face? It's
Oh my
like-
God, this
and they'll
girl-
just say that shit, and I'm
This girl
like,
at Anime Expo had a sign, "I'll step on you for $5," and
She made
she
so
was
much
making
money.
She
I
definitely
know
made
she
bank.
made so much money.
Yeah,
I might have paid
AX
her,
for
and
sure.
that's not even my thing. I just would have
Yeah.
paid her just because, like, if you got a sign, you got to be a good stepper.
Yeah.
You are a good
You
stepper.
big stepper.
Yeah,
No, she was
big
tiny.
stepping.
She was tiny. She was like a little waifu.
Oh shit.
Oh, then even more.
That's
so
why-
like,
that's
yeah,
That's
Oh,
why you
that's
knew
what
that she was, that's why you knew she was gonna step on you. You're like,
Yeah.
Oh
okay.
yeah.
But imagine she was like 6'3". She probably would have had a line.
What's your
Oh,
kink?
they both
Can I
would
see your history? What's your history look like?
Mama?
Pass that laptop real quick.
I'm on the
Oh,
internet.
shit.
Come here.
Oh, shit.
I'm on the
Pass that
internet a lot.
laptop
I
real
see what
fast. Let
people
me see what you
say.
got going on
I'm
over
not
there.
incriminating. I just see a lot of shit on the internet. All right, I know what people say.
The question is, do you search for
I
it?
said, can I see your search history? I'd like
I
to
see a lot of
know.
words.
That's
Crazy.
how-
Your
Did
computer
you
went
go
black
looking?
now.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. He needs to cover his laptop now.
This is my work laptop.
Oh man.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it looks like it. Sure. Anyway.
But yeah,
So 6 foot women walking on your back. Go on.
so. Don't
Oh
do
yeah,
this.
back to me
Oh,
tasing people.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yes. How much do
Literally,
you charge?
so I didn't do it, but I wanted to very, very badly.
Should have.
There.
Yeah.
I know they were gonna pay me to do
That's
it.
tax
Probably at
free.
least
That's
Tax-free
tax free,
money.
$50 or
yo.
$100.
Pay me to
Yo,
tase
Nah,
them?
Make that money.
Nah, not even 50, 100. You could charge more than that.
No, I was just gonna charge
Way
you like
more
$50.
than Way
You
more
probably
than
charge
that.
more.
I could charge more, but then it means I
Yeah,
have
but
to
it's
dress
more
up.
economical.
Oh, you have to get
I'd have to make it like
more done.
theatrics.
Yes, you have to
Yeah.
get into the whole character.
I'd have to make like a character like
Yeah.
theatrics,
Yeah.
dominatrix,
That's
and then
Just,
I'm like,
just
Yeah,
tasing them
that's
is
a
the
lot.
bare minimum.
Tasing
Anything
you is
after
like
that,
50
it's
bucks.
more.
It's like a
And
show
you
up,
pay
here you
somebody
go.
else security to make sure that when
That
it's,
they
it's
don't-
time for them to go, they go.
They leave.
Yeah.
And you ensure quantity. You can pay for security and still have a high upside.
yeah.
Yeah,
You could probably charge
We are all
200
about
for
making
that,
money over
just
here.
for the tasing.
But I feel like I'd have to dress up for 200.
Just to get into it, like a whole
No,
character.
it's extra.
I could be Miss Bellum.
Oh.
$100 extra, you dress as Miss Bellum.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
You can find,
Yeah.
you can find
Side
Kia
hustle.
on.
Side hustle.
That will work. I
Side
think we
hustle.
found your side hustle.
Yeah, I know everyone's
That's
broke
not
right
even
now.
a side hustle. Serving would be the
That's-
side hustle.
Yeah, at that point. Yeah.
Totally would be
real.
definitely. I'd be like, I don't need to come in today. I have,
Yeah.
three, I have 3 clients.
I have an
I'm
appointment
fine.
at
I'm
3.
good.
Appointment at 3.
Actually,
another
I'm
one
in here
at
in makeup
2.
right now. I gotta go.
Yeah. You can find Kia on onlytase.com.
Onlytase.com. Wow. Yo, let's get that URL right now.
Yo,
It's
someone-
not zzz.
OnlyFans, but it's tasing people. Only zaps.
Wait,
Only zaps.
It's way
Find
louder
me
than
on
that.
zaps
I
and
know.
taps
It's like
dot
so
com.
much
No,
louder than that.
it's more like I wanna
Wait, I have it in
okay.
my car downstairs.
I don't have $50.
No, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
You can take Venmo. I can sell you.
Venmo, Cash App, Sal. What is the other
All
one?
right, all of us,
Oh,
let's put in on
shit.
this together.
Dude,
I'm messing. We're not tasing anyone on this show.
nobody.
No
but,
one pays.
but on our Patreon,
Make great
for
content.
$50 a month.
We'll bring Kia in.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Oh my God.
There you go.
Episode
Let us know in the
brought to you
comments.
by-
Brought to you by-
Wow.
You poured me just a little bit.
Yes, of
more.
course.
Wow.
Thank you.
Where have we gone?
Let us know in the comments if
Okay,
you
so
want to see one of these
okay, we've like lost mad track,
Yeah.
So
which I love.
yeah.
I love.
So basically,
But now
you
I'm
feel
hurting
safe.
men, and I don't want to hurt you unless you want me to.
I mean,
Hey.
if they
Want me
pay for
to.
it,
Hey,
Unless they're
it's
paying.
not hurting. It's
Oh
supplying
yeah,
a
I'm
need.
not hurting you.
Yeah, you're not hurting.
you feel
Hurting
safe
implies harm.
where you work at
This is
and going
consensual.
back and forth.
Yes.
Yes.
There'll be a
Consensual?
waiver.
Consensual.
Yeah. There'll be a waiver.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
a sign.
Yeah. You're good.
Of
Yeah.
course.
But yes, you feel safe where you work. You don't have that
Yeah.
like background
I
thought.
look
Yeah,
back, I was like, where were we?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Really back.
Appreciate you, bro.
Really back.
I
Okay.
was like,
Yeah.
where were we?
Okay.
Yes. So
Yes.
yeah, you don't have that thought of like, oh shit, I need to, be careful where I work, how far it is from home, this, that, and the third.
I mean, it's
is-
not great to drive 40 minutes to work every day.
Yeah.
Driving home is 27 minutes, which is fine.
Oof.
But it's just like I'm not used to like doing that super long commute. But getting to like once I'm at work, like I'm fine. Like where I park is where a lot of other service industry people in that block park. So it's like everyone knows.
Has
you
that
know?
ever been like a thought or an occurrence where you thought to yourself like, shit, like I'm working at a place that's too close to home, clientele, or just the wrong app? Just
No, because I
No?
never really
Okay.
worked anywhere close to home.
Okay.
Like I prefer to not be from where I'm from. Like Torrance is just where I'm born and raised. I don't want to be there.
Yeah.
It's boring.
Okay.
I mean, you don't want your uncle to come in. You
Oh
know
no
what I
no
mean?
no no!
Like-
So my family isn't all there either.
Oh, okay.
Like my family isn't like
But it's also like your play uncle, like the motherfucker who's at the barbecues.
no.
You know, when you work,
like no
I'm
one.
saying in the sense of where you work close to where you live. A
Uh-huh.
lot of times, some of the people who will come in are the people who know you the best, and you're like, I don't need you in here today.
Yeah,
I'm
I
with some people I
know.
don't
There's a reason I
know."
work
Yeah.
at like high end places. I'm like,
Right.
unless you're like trying to ball out, and I'm like, come see me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
I'll-
at
if
your
you-
own
hey,
risk.
Hey,
Don't
if you
complain to
are
me.
trying to ball the fuck, will gladly accept you.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll send you some free shots.
Still gotta
it.
pay that tab.
That's all I
That's
got.
it.
Still gotta pay
all I
that
got.
tab. Still gotta
But
pay it.
yeah, no, working in these kind of places, like you don't get to see like your friends or your family. It's a good thing.
Yeah, because you're at work and you're
I'm
at work. Yes.
Like
Yeah.
I don't want to see my friends and my family.
Yeah.
I'd like to see you outside
Mhm.
of this.
Yeah.
Like I'd like to bring you in, and like come with me,
Yeah.
tour. But like I don't want
When you're
like,
on the clock, like
yeah, I don't want to see my friends and my family.
I feel that.
I want to see my regulars. That's all.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
That's it.
And do you currently bartend or serve? You said
I
serve.
currently serve.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have a preference between serving and bartending?
I prefer to bartend, but I have a specific like thing with bartending. Like it needs to no food anywhere near the bar.
Okay.
Like it needs to be a bar.
Yes.
Got
Yes.
you.
I do
Yes.
not want any food anywhere near this bar. And yeah, I need to be like
Fucking sucks, doesn't it?
I hate no.
Fuck, it's just like me with all my shit here. It's like and my drink
There's
is just
just too
tucked
many
away in the
things.
corner.
Yeah.
It's too many
Hard
things.
to bartend and serve at the same fucking time.
Well, it's just
Yeah.
annoying when the bar has like yours. Love
Yeah.
yours actually, because
Yeah.
mine should be like that. It should be like how you guys have like the food, and it should,
I hate
but it's
it,
not.
but yeah.
And I hate
But it's annoying.
Yes,
I
it's very
And so
that place.
personally, I hate that.
Yeah.
I would not want to do that.
because I'm focusing on making a drink.
You're trying to make drinks,
while
and then you're like, "Let me clear these the
Yeah.
tacos from you."
Or
Whatever.
it's just like while I'm literally making like 3 drinks because I just happened to be at this well where this person just sat down. Now I need to describe to you everything in this dish. Do you have any dietary restrictions? Do you want that with fries or salad? Yet I'm still like trying to make 3 drinks. I'm just
no,
like,
if I bartend and if I ever bartend again,
Yeah.
it's gonna be at a bar where it's a bar that's a bar and
Yeah.
there's alcohol and that's all.
boom.
You might have peanuts. No,
Yeah.
it's a dive bar. Actually, dive bars are fire.
Where I work
Bro,
at,
if
we
I
don't
can-
have a kitchen. We have pretzels,
Love that.
Yeah.
almonds,
That's it.
and some pickled veggies.
And
And
guess
they're like,
what?
what kind of food you got? I'm like,
That's
pretzels, almonds, pickled veggies. You got anything else? Pretzels,
it.
almonds, pickled veggies. You want to bring something else in? You can do that.
Oh, you can?
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
like that.
And then I'm like, no. It works well because
Does
they
it?
can't eat at the bar.
Oh, they have to sit at
Go
the
sit at a
table.
table.
I'm like,
You
oh,
can't sit
I don't
at my
want to smell
bar.
whatever burrito
Open up all your
tacos
food
that you
turn
thought
it
were
into your
good.
Yeah.
table just so you can order one margarita
Go,
to
go, go,
justify
be
you
free.
being there.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Like, no, if you want to order food from outside, you're
Yeah.
welcome to. You cannot sit at my bar and eat in front
Love
of me.
it.
Right.
And we actually, I've been meaning to tell this on the pod. We had this happen a couple weeks ago. Sorry, small sidetrack.
No, go.
It was a Saturday night. And of all people, I love that my bar manager was the one who had this happen to him, because this guy out of nowhere sits at the bar right in front of his well and just pulls out a burrito.
Oh.
And he tells him, hey, you know what? Look, if you want to go eat that at a table, which there were plenty that were open, you want to go eat that at a table, we just don't allow eating at the bar. Yes, you have a cocktail in front of you. If you want to take your cocktail with you, everything cool. You're good. He's like, oh, okay, cool. Continues eating.
No way.
He waits like an extra 30 seconds to a minute, whatever. He makes like a couple drinks, comes back. Hey, again, like I said, I can't have you eating at the bar. I'm sorry, but if you could go eat at a table, this and that. He's like, but I'm almost done. There was 2/3 of a burrito left. You're not almost done.
Boy.
He continued to sit there and eat. So manager looks at me. He's like, he's done now. And I was like, good. I love cutting people off.
I love cutting people off.
Like me, I get to cut someone off, and I didn't have anything to do with it.
Did you put down the
That's
check
Christmas.
before he even
Oh, no,
finished?
he had
I would have
already-
been like this.
He had already closed.
Oh,
Oh,
That's what made it
better.
worse. Like, you had already closed your tab.
Even
We
better.
don't owe you shit. So
We're not
then he
making
just
any more
kept
money off
sitting
of you.
there, and manager's like, all right, cool, fuck it, whatever. But we're not serving him. So then he goes to him when he's finally done with the burrito. He's like, hey, can I get whatever? And he just looks at him, and then goes to the next person and takes their order. So then he comes to me. He's like, looking confused. He's like, hey, can I just looked at him and I'll turn back around?
No way.
And the other bartender.
No.
Wow.
Bartender,
Y'all just
who
iced him
English is
out?
not his first language, so for him, he has no like.
Filter.
I'm not gonna exactly.
filter.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
deliver this in a nice way.
No.
He literally looks at him while talking to me, and I tell him, I'm like, "Hey, we're not serving him," and he looks at him. It just turns back.
Oh my god.
So this
Oh,
guy's sitting
shit.
there wondering, like, why am I not getting served? And the manager goes up to him and tells him, he's like, I told you not to eat at my bar. You decided not to listen. So unfortunately, we're not going to serve you anymore.
Yeah.
He's like, wait, what? And then he goes back through the cycle of asking me and the other bartender.
No way.
And we both look at him like he's
It's
trying to talk to
done.
us. We don't even say like, hey, how are you doing? We just look at him as he's trying to talk, go.
Oh my god.
And
The
eventually he
ice
just
out.
walked out. And it just felt so good because we don't get to do that often.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Especially when a manager is the
If
one
a
who
manager's
gives
like
it to
on
you.
your
like,
side with
yo,
that, it's so
fuck
great.
him,
Yeah.
he didn't listen.
Yeah.
He
Yes.
doesn't get any more alcohol. And I'm
Yeah.
like, goddamn right, he don't.
Yeah. What was his exit like? Was it just like,
He faded into the crowd
okay.
So
and eventually just left.
Damn.
I remember what the topic here was. You just reminded me about
What's up?
speaking about cutting people off a couple
Ooh.
weeks ago.
Okay.
And again, you got to cut someone off or tell them no.
It's
I-
hard.
I want to create a great experience,
Mm.
but cutting somebody off is just like
You
seeing the
it's
swing at
hard,
the
it's
playground,
hard,
you're like,
but
okay,
it's
my
also
turn.
like for us, it's kind of like,
We've been training.
Let's see where this
I've been
goes.
training for this since day one, bitch. I'm like, I'm gonna cut you off.
I get to use that training I saw in that
Fucking
2-hour
self-
fucking video for the first
Waiting.
time. Let's go. Fuck yeah. Anyways, we had this event a couple weeks back, whatever. And it was cool. I was good and everything like that. And I go outside just to kind of talk it up. And I see this group of people, right? They come in and they had a water bottle completely full to the top. And he told me, he's like, hey, y'all can't bring that in, finish it, whatever. He's like, you guys can't bring that in. They're like, okay, cool. And they're all drinking from it. So obviously there's alcohol in
There's
there.
definitely alcohol
Yeah,
in there.
of course. Nobody.
I'm not an idiot. Oh, you're thirsty? Here's some more
Mhm.
water, baby.
Right, yeah.
All of us,
Have
that's
some
just.
more here.
brought
You
in a
have some
liter
more
bottle of
water,
water,
baby.
yeah.
Supposed
Yeah.
to have water,
They don't have
probably.
water
There's
here.
a water
Some
pitcher
water.
right there.
We
There's
have
a whole
to.
thing.
We have to finish this water bottle that we brought from. Come on, man. We're not fucking stupid. We know, but
Come on,
also finish it before
I
you
also
win.
love that they
Whatever.
think we're dumb.
Yeah.
I've
but
never fucking walked outside my house before.
But
Never seen the sunshine.
People come into bars thinking we didn't do the same things before we started working.
You
here.
don't think
Exactly.
I've tried that? Like,
We've all
come
done
on.
it. We've all done it. We've all done
They
it.
took my bottle too, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Why do you think I work here? I got tired of my bottles being taken.
But
Like,
they
come
either
on.
didn't see me or whatever it is. But I saw them. They don't know I'm the
Okay.
bartender. Whatever. So they go in. And I'm like, all right, well, I might have to go in. Maybe 20, 30 minutes later, my coworker tells me that, hey man, can you like just keep an eye on those people or just tell them like
Oh, no.
we're not serving them anymore. I already told
Mm.
them, but they're just whatever.
Yeah.
So I later found out that they had ordered some shots from him, but then they went back into their friend group talk for like 10 minutes. So to him, that was already the indicator like, oh, they're already drunk. Because you don't order shots and then walk away from the bar for 10, 15 minutes.
So you order shots, you take them, and you order
Yeah.
drinks.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
when I went there, they were still whatever, and you could just see it in their eyes. They had the drunk eyes. They were like this, and that. And I see the shots that he poured for them. They were hidden behind the menu because I didn't pay for them yet. So they were right there. So I saw the shots they ordered. Dude comes up to me, and the music loud as shit. I got earplugs in. Our music is loud, you know. And he says to me, like, "Can I get some drinks?"
Nope.
Can I?
Nope.
Can I
I
what?
was like, what? Oh, I want to get some
Can I?
drinks.
Can I what?
I want to get some drinks. I can't hear you, man. It's loud. Oh, I'm just trying to order some drinks. Okay, what drinks? Like, oh, I want to get some shots.
Oh man.
I'm like, look, man.
It's what?
Oh man.
So then I just got annoyed. I was already gonna cut him off anyways, but I got annoyed. I'm like, hey, man, look. So how about we give you some water for right now? Just
I love
chill for a
you.
minute.
Not the water you brought in.
Not the
Let's
water
give
you brought in. I'm gonna give you
our
real water.
Yeah, yeah.
The one from the
Yeah,
tap.
yeah. The one we got, our water, not your water bottle. Leave that
Yeah.
outside.
Right.
I'll give you some water right now, and then maybe in like 30 minutes or so, we'll see about those shots. And then
Yeah.
his eyes opened up. He like sobered up instantly or whatever. And he's like, "What? Oh, so you can talk louder?
Wow.
You can't talk louder. That's what you can't talk louder. Okay,
Hi,
cool."
I'd be like, hi. You want to start
Yeah.
this conversation over again? Hello.
Let's
And
start
then
at one.
that just sent them. He was mad, and he's like, "What do you mean?" We went back and forth for a little bit. He was just getting like progressively more upset. And I told him like, "Look, man, you and your friends, you're a little drunk, and I'm not saying we're gonna cut you off, but we're just do some water right now.
We're not gonna cut you off. We're just not gonna give you any more.
But I told him, like, look, I'll serve you some shots, but not right now.
Yeah.
Let me serve you some water, and then, in a little bit,
Let's
bitch,
revisit.
we'll see about those shots. And
Yeah.
he's like, I don't want that shit. I want a drink. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not gonna serve you a drink right now. And then he was going off about some shit like, whoa, well, like it's like, so what? You guys' job is to like not get people drunk and not have fun. Like it's Sunday. Like what are we doing here?
Can we hold on to that one?
Yeah.
They make us take a test when you become a server and or bartender or even a manager
Yeah.
at any
Shit, if you
establishment.
could be
serve
polishing
alcohol.
glasses and they make you take that
They
test.
make you take a test if you're a busser
Yeah.
Mhm.
on how to serve you drinks,
you a
babe.
Yep.
Yeah.
They make us take a test, and then if you don't pass, you can't even work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will take all your shit.
So yes, you're drunk. I
Yeah.
don't want to serve you anymore.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And that's what I told him. I said, yeah, it's called over serving. You
Yeah.
guys are a little too drunk right now. Have some water.
Yeah.
I started just, instead of being that customer service voice, I switched and I was like,
Oh
no.
God, you took it
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, I took it off. I was like, look,
It's like removing
I'm not
gloves.
giving you. I told him like,
Yeah, let's restart
Gloves
this
are off.
conversation.
Now let's
you gotta
start
shake
this
your hands
conversation
so you can
again.
dry them off so you can really grab them around the throat.
Exactly. And he was just getting upset and this and that. And he's like, I don't want water. He's like, so you saying? He's like, so you're saying I'm fucked up? I'm like,
Yes.
no.
Yeah.
But no. But
Yes,
yes.
but no. I was
No,
like,
but
no.
yes.
What I'm saying is, you guys are a little too drunk right now. And I kept saying that, and it was just going in circles. He's like, so you're saying I'm fucked up? And I'm like, no, but you are getting a little aggressive at the fact that I am not serving you right now. He's like, I'm getting aggressive because you're being fucking dumb. And I'm like, all right, man, we'll have a good night.
And then the
How do
second,
you think that's
and then the
gonna
second
end?
you curse at any of us,
Yeah.
now you're actually cut off.
Yeah, we turned
And
into,
now I'm
we
gonna
turned
leave.
into
I'm
a
gonna
call
make you
center at that
leave.
point.
Yeah.
We turned into customer
Now
service.
I'm gonna make you leave.
Oh, you're cursing at me? Well, I don't have to listen to this.
You're not.
And the thing is,
Legitimately, it's a wrap.
Goodbye.
that entire interaction
You
wasn't
thought.
it wasn't one setting. He kept coming back and getting my attention, so I had to repeat it. Like this was a back and
Oh
forth.
no, no, no! I'm
Wow.
ignoring you at the certain
Yeah,
point.
well,
but-
after, but like
Is
when
that
he said
after
he
he
was
said
very
that you're being
small.
fucking dumb?
oh, when he said
It's a very small venue.
no, when
Oh,
he said I'm being
yeah,
fucking
that's
dumb,
true.
that's when I told him like, all right, man, have a good night, and I was done.
Yeah.
And he kept
Yeah.
trying to call me over. I'm
Yeah.
like, no, you're done.
Right.
Nope.
Whatever. He was getting pissed. They were in their friend group talking this and that, and,
I don't care.
then here's the best part.
Ooh,
This is
the kicker.
no, this
He
is the
looked like
icing
he's
on the
laughing
case.
too.
Little petty.
He said,
This petty wop comes out.
Yeah. So, hold on, I'm gonna stand up for this one.
Oh, shit.
"Oh shit, you got
Shit.
pain?"
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So,
Just
right,
like.
so we cut them off there in the corner or whatever and talking shit. And then they forgot about it because they're drunk. And then you really see that water bottle they drank start to kick in because they were like leaning against a railing or whatever, this and that. They were dancing, whatever. There was at one point where they were kind of just talking to each other and looking in a direction. I guess they had remembered they got cut off. So what I did was me, the bartender, 2 barbacks, right? I took the 2 shot glasses that they had ordered, they're 2 ounces, and I split those up into 4 shot glasses. I'm like, hey guys, let's have a shot. Right? We cheers, did that, looked right over to him, took their shot, and laughed. And I just saw him just, he looked over
man.
at his friend, just started talking shit and looking back over. I was like,
Wow.
I just started laughing.
Like,
The level of petty is strong. Strong.
Yeah.
Right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
just the fact that they looked at us and I looked right back at him. I was just like,
Good.
I love that.
yeah.
Just let the petty flow.
Yeah.
I'm very petty, as you've seen,
Yeah.
but I agree with
Oh, I love
everything.
that.
Commendable
That,
pettiness.
I was just like, yeah, that's right. You saw me take your shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking watch me do it.
Before we
Bitch.
continue, because I know you can cut this out. Thank you.
All right. We'll just.
And we're back.
I'll pick a screen for that.
And we're back.
And we're back. Yeah.
I was like, people don't know. Okay.
But yeah, it was a great feeling for
That
him
is
to
awesome.
watch me
Yeah.
eyes locked,
Yeah.
take his shot, and then just
Yeah.
laugh
Mandible
about it.
pettiness. Yeah.
Oh,
I love intentional petty when
It
they
was
can't
great.
do anything.
It was
great.
Like,
And he didn't know that he set himself up for that, because when I saw those
But
shots
every
and how the
time they
interaction
don't-
went down,
They don't know that I control this interaction.
yeah,
Like you're not getting anything
you don't
from me
want to
if
piss.
I
Yes.
don't
You don't
want
want to
it.
piss me off.
Yes.
You don't-
Yeah.
I'm the last person you want to piss off here.
I think
Yeah.
a lot of people forget that when they come to a venue is
I mean, but they just get
we
drunk.
are the ones who are the gatekeepers of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want to have fun,
Be nice.
you gotta go through us.
Yeah.
Your
Be nice.
level of fun has to go through us. You can't have more fun without us.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's legally not possible for you to have more fun without us
You
present.
can do it illegally.
Yeah.
Which actually I have a story for.
Do pray
There was
tell.
one night we were working. We were working diligently.
Not diligently.
Fucking with you.
Wait, is she close enough to the mic? Can you
Am I
still
cool?
hear? Is she close enough to the mic?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I'm
Is it-
listening.
well, I-
Sorry. Okay,
Wait.
cool.
Wait, my bad.
So now you scared me.
I
I'm
got
like,
you.
yes,
Yeah.
I'm here. I swear.
You got to do the
I
ASMR.
swear. I'm in the mic.
You got to do the
We're over an
ASMR.
hour in. He's like, can we hear her?
And you're like,
We gotta
this
hear
is
this story
way
before
late
it's too
now.
late.
And I fucking hope you can. Okay, so
Diligently.
we were working diligently.
Yeah.
And so,
Okay.
Very impressed by that.
sorry.
Sorry. Like,
okay.
we've had issues.
So we were working and we were, just whatever. All of a sudden I hear this like emotion. I'm like, what the fuck? is
You
going on?
hear emotion?
I hear
That's
commotion.
I was about to
shit.
say the last thing I
Emotions?
want to hear is emotion.
What,
That's
am
a
I on
new
drugs
level of
at
I hear
work?
emotions. I'm
If I'm on
like,
drug at work,
get
that means
me
I'm on
out
drugs.
of here.
That means I'm on drugs, and if I'm hearing emotion,
Real.
what's the right here? You got me feeling emotions deeper than I've ever dreamed of.
Yeah, I can't hit that note. I cannot hit that note. No.
You got me feeling emotions higher than the heavens above.
That's all I got.
If you
We're all gonna
get
get
more
sued.
than two black people together, they're gonna sing some Mariah.
Yeah,
at some
then you
point.
go. I feel
Mariah will be
good.
saying, I
I
didn't
feel
know that woman
right.
was white for the first like 30 years of my life.
You
She was
didn't know
what?
she was white, or you thought she was
I
white?
didn't know she was white.
I mean, she's half white.
Yeah, but I didn't know she was half anything.
What did you think she was?
Light skin.
Oh.
So
Because
half
in
white,
the
half
air-
black?
no,
I'm very
but like,
confused.
no. I mean, like, I thought she was like that light skin where
Like Creole?
like her grandmama was white.
But that's still
Right, but that's a
she's white.
quarter, which,
No,
but like they don't
she's,
claim
like,
that.
white,
Where
white.
I grew up, they don't claim that.
Oh, they don't claim
Oh.
that
So
quarter.
they
They're
told
like,
me she was light skinned or maybe Latino.
I'm not understanding that.
So
Yeah.
This is
I
a
grew up
lesson
in-
that I
I
don't
think
even
she
in
thought that she was like
deep
Creole.
South.
or,
Okay,
like,
I'm Kenyan
South.
and Arab, so I'm like, I don't
Yeah,
get
in the deep South, you either black or
I'm
you not black.
Gen 1 here in America.
Oh, that's what's up.
Word.
My family's all in Kenya. I'm Gen 1.
That's what's
So
up.
I'm like,
Dope.
what do you mean?
Yeah, well, like,
Like going back to slavery,
Yeah.
it goes down to like what's a drop of whiteness or blackness that makes
Oh,
you
they
black.
literally
Yeah.
count the quarters and the eights?
Yeah.
no, they count it for real.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
like, no.
They count.
Like there are black people that'll be
Yeah.
like, oh, like I'm an eighth Native American. Like you see it like right here in my like
Mhm.
side.
You see right here in my sideburns.
Yeah.
For
What?
real, for real,
For real.
for real. It is not a game. It is not a game.
I'm
So
learning more.
I grew up hearing that this woman was like at least 3/4 black.
Mm-hmm.
And just like her mama's mama was like half white, and that's why she's so light skinned. That's the way they pumped her out. And then like later on in life, I'm like,
Well, she had to compete with like Whitney and like she had to
Right.
compete with those
She
divas.
did.
So
I
She
mean, I don't
did.
think she was, I feel like it was a just, I
Well,
hate,
at that time.
I hate compare, like,
Right,
it
but
wasn't
at that
necessarily a
time.
competition.
no, not
It
competition.
was just more or less like,
But she
because
had to-
Whitney would blow around the water
in
anyway.
real
Yeah.
life,
But-
yes. But in terms of people in the country who don't have access to anything in the 90s, it's like, it's a competition.
Okay.
And it's like, oh, if you're going to put her up against Whitney,
You better
she's
be
got to be
black.
a certain level of black.
You better be
And I was
black.
like,
Do you
why
know
can't she
what,
just
do
be
you
a
know what
singer?
song I'm thinking of?
Which one?
The Whitney and Mariah song.
Oh, the one from Prince of
From the
Egypt.
Prince of Egypt.
Prince of Egypt.
There can be miracles when you
haven't
believe.
seen that movie in a long time.
Your heart is frail. It's hard to something.
I don't remember the rest of the lyrics,
I don't either.
but like it was a dope ass song.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Oh my god,
Whitney.
them going head to head.
Yeah.
It was just like ooh, ooh, ooh,
Ooh.
ooh. Ooh.
Yeah.
90s diva pinnacle.
Yeah, that was
on
like
a
another-
Disney song.
It was like having Goku and Vegeta fuse into Gogeta.
Yeah.
And you were just like, I've been waiting for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's how it felt for me as a
Okay.
child.
I
I know you didn't
I
like
just
that,
stared
but
into the
I know,
camera.
I know. But I'm saying it because he understands what
She
I'm
feels
saying.
ways about Dragon Ball Z.
I like anime, don't worry.
Yeah.
It's
You
not
had
Dragon
a- You had
Ball.
a story for
Huh?
us? You had a story for us?
Oh,
yeah,
yes, the
sorry.
story.
That's
Working
my fault.
diligently.
That's on me. That's on
That
me.
is
That's
that.
on me.
Really
That's on
back.
me.
You were
I own
good at
that.
that.
You're good at
You
this.
were good at reeling it back. Okay. So basically, we're working diligently,
Mhm.
and all of a sudden I hear commotion. So I go upstairs, and I'm like, "What the fuck's going on?" And they're like, "Bro, this table was doing coke at the table." I was like, "What are you talking about?" They're like, "They used our server book to do coke off of," and so everyone was kind of like, "What the fuck?" Like, and they're like,
No
"We're,"
fucking
and they were
way.
like, "We're not doing coke." Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Like, we're not doing any coke. You know, it's like.
We know what Coke looks like.
Also, the book, I think I might have the photo somewhere, but like the book had like white, like powder. Like you
Wasn't
could
sugar.
And it's just like, oh, LeBron James is about to play.
I've actually taken care of
knew that
LeBron
one.
James before.
Yeah.
He's really cool.
I feel
He
like
eats a lot.
I've heard he's
Hey, he's
good
like
people's-
6 foot, big as shit.
I took care of him and what's the other basketball
I love
player?
that as a unit of
Anthony
measurements.
Davis.
Like, how many
No one
big
else
as-
taught that.
How many big as shits are you? Six foot big as
big as
shit.
shit.
I'm at least 6 foot big as shit. At least.
But yeah, I took care of him and
Put that on
So
your
then
Tinder
Davis.
bio.
the one,
Anthony Davis.
yes,
Oh,
him.
yes.
And
We all knew what this was.
I don't watch sports, friends. I don't
fine.
like. I've taken care of like the whole Lakers team before,
Yeah.
like, and they eat so.
Yeah. And so metabolism is crazy.
They ordered like
I'm
4
sure-
pizzas between the
I'm
two
sure
of
that's why
them.
they get fat after they stop competing because
Yeah.
they eat the same way.
You have to
but
keep
they
eating.
don't.
You're not putting out that
Well,
much.
well, no, they
metabolism.
eat the same way as they did when they worked all those calories off, but
Yeah.
they don't
Yeah.
work them off anymore. That's
Yeah.
one of the main things I've heard about athletes, especially like the larger athletes, is
Yeah.
they get so accustomed to eating a certain amount, but then when they don't work out the same way, that's why they gain all that weight after
Yes.
they're done competing.
Then they just go to Miami,
That's what's
stay at
up.
11 in space.
But
Yeah.
I have a interesting story similar.
Okay.
You know how many people I've had to tell stop? They're trying to make roll a blunt off of our menu.
Oh shit!
So, like literally, they're emptying the fucking not Black and Mild, but the Swisher like
Yes,
on our
onto your menu.
and like then like trying to like put it like make the
Baby,
whole blunt, and
the
I'm like,
ghetto,
becomes like,
stop.
hey, you can't do that here at the bar right in front of us, and it's like, well, I'm not gonna smoke it in here.
I don't give a fuck if you're gonna smoke it or not. Can you stop
can't do
rolling
that
on the
in
menu?
here. Yeah.
So,
It's a
I'm-
restaurant.
I do have one thing.
Isn't
I
the hood
I do have
hibachi?
one thing
Have
I
you
need
done
to get
that?
off my chest. No, I have not.
Okay.
I got to get this off my chest.
Okay.
And I gotta say this for my homie Linnell because I know he's listening. Pay attention to where you're rolling your blunts, man, because that you're not at home.
Yeah.
Like,
You're not home,
you're
You're
fam.
not at home. If
God, I
you're rolling
love
a
you all.
blunt,
Yeah.
but you're not at home, don't roll it like you're at home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
spread out, bro. They be out here. This
Yeah.
girl, dead ass, pulled out her
Yo.
bag. A bag, put it on the table, takes out this, takes out this, takes out.
Yeah.
I said,
What are we doing? What are we doing?
I was like, you can roll
Yo.
up this.
Yo, legit, here on the 4th of July, my homie was unraveling a blunt and this and that. Didn't ask for a tray, didn't ask for anything. He was doing it on his lap. Bro, I vacuumed 3 times and was still finding pieces of that blunt. And I was just like, bro,
That's
all you
a
had to
waste
do
of weed.
was ask
That
me,
part.
I don't smoke weed,
ask
but
me
that's
for
a
the
waste of
proper
weed.
Why are you
tools.
wasting your weed?
ask me for the proper tools
Yeah.
to do the thing that you need to do
We can give you a
because
table,
you're not at
like,
home.
yeah.
But it's something about people who roll blunts that think like, I'm so good at rolling this that I can roll it in any
You're not Seth
situation. It's
Rogen.
like you're
and
not.
he's clearly the best
You
roller
are
because he
not.
works for Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Like ask for
Yeah.
help,
You're
bro.
not Seth
I
Rogen.
will gladly watch you roll a blunt here the right way as if
Use
this
the
is
counter
not
space.
making a mess.
Here you go.
But if you're in an establishment, if you have to pay a tab at the end, you shouldn't be rolling shit in there.
And I
No.
just-
Roll it before you leave, or go back to your car and roll it in
And
your
roll
car.
it there.
Yeah, and I just
No
don't
one needs
understand
to see
where my
that shit.
restaurant got to where people felt comfortable doing that. And that's
Oh, honey.
that's where, yeah.
People
Oh,
feel
honey,
very
I
comfortable
know
in
that
your
place.
restaurant.
I know your place.
They feel
Baby,
very
it's always
comfortable
been
there.
like
It's
that.
always been that ratchet.
It's always been that
I was so
ratchet.
blind to it when I started working there. I was like,
Oh,
oh, this is like a
honey.
nice like business
Yeah.
type of spot.
No.
So-
You probably work lunches.
Yeah, I
and you
was
go
for
out
a
with
while.
business people.
Oh, yeah.
But then dinner.
Dinner?
When the sun goes
Oh
down.
my god.
When the sun goes down, the
Yo.
blunts come out.
Oh my
Sorry.
god.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like, two things on
Yes,
that. One,
ask.
why not just do that at home and
Yeah.
then have it all set and go? So it's got to
Well,
be
you just
it's,
ate.
it's a
So maybe you want to
performative.
roll. Maybe you want to smoke right after you
But
eat.
why didn't you do this before you
Before you-
stepped
yeah.
out?
Because
It's
they probably
performative.
were high before they left their
It's
house.
performative.
Well, it's
gotta be
it's
performative.
It's
Yeah.
not
Performative.
thinking ahead.
Wait, what do you mean performative? I don't understand. Because I don't
Like,
smoke
let me
weed,
do,
so I'm
let me
very
do
like.
this in front of other people.
'Cause I
So they
can.
know I
It's
have
like
So
weed.
they
the
know that
bottle
I'm
thing.
smoking
Hey,
weed and I
everybody,
can do
I'm,
this.
It's like
I'm
buying a
about to
bottle.
smoke weed. Do you want to smoke weed with me?
Gross.
But you know the easiest way to ask people if they want to smoke with you? Start smoking.
Literally.
Yeah.
You don't have to roll it in front
Which
of
someone
them.
also did in my
Just
restaurant.
light.
In the building?
Like the manager had to go up to him. This is around 4th of July. Homie, well, first he came up.
Recently?
What is it
Yes.
about the 4th of July?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
4th of July.
No,
Oh,
I
we were
was-
closed.
Yeah, we were
Freedom.
open.
Not.
We were open.
Freedom,
Somebody
that's what's
comes up
up.
to the bar. He
Freedom.
had the blunt in his ear, and I started to say something, but I was like, he hasn't lit it. I technically can't say anything yet. Whatever.
Yeah.
And then he asked for 2 Clase Azul margaritas, which already upset me, but cool. I'll make them and we'll
No,
move
I
on.
love doing it. I love doing it for them because guess what? It's $83, and I don't mind.
$83.
It is, but what? See, here's
No, but I don't
why
care
we
because
rally.
You
you're
don't care
paying
because you're
for
paying
it.
for it.
Right,
Yeah.
but here's why we rally against it. At least for me,
It's
I
a
can only
waste
speak
of
for myself.
good liquor.
It's not so much that you're wasting the liquor. If you want to pay for it, fine. If you're paying for it, do whatever the fuck you want with it. You can pay for it and chuck it over your fucking shoulder for all I care.
Yeah.
But what I hate is that a large amount of people who ask for a Clase Azul or a 42 margarita, once you give it to them, they're like, oh, I can't taste the alcohol.
Because it's such a light tequila. Because
And you
it
added
literally
sugar and
you
lime.
add it, and it
Yeah.
cuts out the entire. Basically,
You
well,
didn't
the only
need
reason
it.
I would do it is if I wanted to feel like I'm drinking juice, but I'm getting fucked up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But
But it's a
But-
very
smooth.
expensive juice
Oh,
for no
fun
reason.
story
Mhm.
about
Yeah.
Clase Azul and all
Please.
that. Okay, so I have a guest that I serve, and their husband is a very big pop star.
Nice.
Yes.
So they come into my restaurant a lot, and I love them so much. Like they're literally awesome. And one time the first time they came in, I took care of them, and I put her on to. She wanted Clase Azul,
Yes.
and I was like, "Bet, okay."
Mhm.
And then she was like, "But what can you do with that?" And I was like, "Well, here's the thing. On this
I can
menu,
serve it
like
to
I
you."
can't do like any of these drinks
Nice.
with that,
Mhm.
but I like to drink an East Side." And she was like, "What?"
Yeah.
And I was
ain't
like,
mad at
I was like,
that.
"Do you like cucumber and mint?" And she was
Yeah.
like, "Sure." And
Oh,
she's like,
yeah.
"I love that." And I was like, "Bet." I was like, "We're gonna do a Clase Azul East Side." And so we
That's
did.
fire.
We had 2. It's fire. They come back another time. They bring like 14 guests. They have like a private room. I'm taking care of them again. Every one of her people got the Clase Azul.
Oh, you balled out that
Yeah.
night.
Oh,
Yes,
they don't mind. They
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
do the thing. They said,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and so everyone was like, "What are you drinking, babes?" And she was like, "Oh, this," and I was like, "Oh yeah, it's like it's an East Side with Clase Azul."
Classes.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Yeah, we'll take that too." And
Yeah.
literally, in an instant, it was like 6 of them.
Hell yeah.
That's fucking
And
dope.
so every time
Yeah.
that this couple has come in, she always orders that.
I might
Yeah.
try to get
That's
people
my,
on
like-
that.
Right.
Yeah.
Which
'cause, like,
is
you can-
You know?
why I don't care like what you order.
I'm like,
Right.
hey,
Just have the right attitude.
no, but I just really
Yeah.
like. I really, if you usually when people order that stuff, I'm like, yo, sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's literally actually my reaction. I'm like,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But for this one, I was like, okay, well, you're a really big celebrity. And like when they came back the second time, they were like, I asked the bartender at this other place we went to, and they said they couldn't make it. And I was like, babe, they were lying to you.
Yeah.
They have cucumber
Or
and
maybe
mint.
they didn't have it.
Or I mean,
Maybe
but,
they didn't have
but
Plaza
they said
Azul
the
or-
place that they were at, and I was like, no,
Oh.
they could do that.
Mm.
Yeah. They
And I
probably
was
didn't know what an East Side was.
Yeah, that's
Yo,
true.
that's
Yeah.
the easiest way to say you can't do
You
something.
can't do it,
yeah,
I don't know how
yeah.
to make that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's an East Side, but it's like honestly, might as well call it a West Side. It's West Coast this time.
Yeah.
West Coast now. We flamed it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, that's
I like that
my,
as
like-
opposed to a margarita for a Clase
Oh
Azul.
my
'Cause
god,
you're
for
gonna do
sure.
something with a Clase Azul mix, like do something kind of
Do
boost
it, like-
forward, refreshing.
But also, I feel like just if you're drinking good tequila, just
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you are drinking good tequila, just drink it,
Enjoy it.
enjoy it, sip it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make
Chug
us
it.
don't make us dilute it. We don't want
dilute
to.
it. You're gonna
if
hate
you're paying
it.
that much for it,
Then
we
you're
don't,
gonna
we
mad at
don't
us.
You're gonna
want
hate
to
it.
alter it. We
Yeah.
want you to taste
You just
every
want it to
single
have in
dollar.
a cup,
Yeah.
and then you do one of these.
Yeah.
That's it.
There
Wait,
you
so
go.
the same guy that ordered these, he went back to his table and then he just started. Sparked up his blunt, and my
Oh.
manager had to come up to him. And it's like, hey, you can't do that. And he was like, oh my bad. I thought I could in L.A.
There's a note.
You know what though? With the amount of people that I have asking me for to-go cups,
It's because of COVID.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
because of COVID.
it's not just COVID because a lot of these people are from different countries and they're thinking LA is the same as Vegas.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Well,
Hmm.
so here's the thing. It's one because of COVID. If they're from different countries, that's because their country also allows them to drink outside.
That too.
Yeah.
So a lot of people
Absolutely.
aren't used to being in LA, where LA is actually very strict on their like outside drinking laws. Like you're not allowed to have like if you have alcohol in your car, put it in your trunk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like do not have open alcohol
Yeah.
in
In your
your
actual
car.
car.
Yeah.
You know,
Don't
that's
have
like
it within
No,
reaching
within
distance.
reaching distance of you.
Yeah.
It needs to be tucked away in the back, you know?
Absolutely.
But like other countries, not other countries, other states, yeah, like Vegas, but also Vegas, you're only allowed to do the open liquor law, the drinking one, on the strip.
On the strip.
It's
But-
not
but
the
people
rest of
think-
Vegas.
But people think all of Nevada, all of
No.
California,
Yeah.
It's
all of
literally just
Arizona
on the
because
strip.
they're in the
Because
same
they know you're really
vicinity.
not actually driving and drinking on the strip because no one wants to drive
Oh my god.
Right.
on the strip. It's like a
Right.
nightmare. You can't even you
Right.
don't even know where you're going.
Which
Yeah.
we know that.
Yeah,
But
we
the
know
thing
that.
is that a lot of people will look at you like, what do
You're
you
like,
mean I
what do
can't
you
take this
mean?
with
Can't
me?
take
I'm
this to
like,
go. How dare you?
They order
have
it, they
people
take 2
all
sips,
the
they're like,
time.
you got a to-go cup so I can take the rest of this? I'm
Yeah, I
like,
know.
No, it doesn't
I'm
work
like,
like
chug
that.
it, babes. Love you. Chug that bitch.
Yeah.
You know.
It's
You got
fucking
this.
illegal.
I usually have people who ask me for to go because everyone who comes in is like super, you know, at my job right now, they're like super. So they're going to like all the clubs and stuff.
Yeah.
And so they're like, oh yeah, can I take this to go? And I'm like, oh,
No.
No.
I match your energy though.
Yeah.
You know?
I know.
I know.
My place actually allows like smoking and shit outdoors because we have an outdoor patio.
Yeah, outdoors.
So we have people that roll gut and roll their blunts.
I mean,
there.
when
so
it's
like
just smoking, I didn't.
I get I see why you guys be frustrated, but for me it's like yeah they do
It's
that.
a restaurant.
but when you,
bro.
it's a
Yeah, no,
restaurant.
no,
You're
exactly, it's a
serving
restaurant.
food.
We're
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
a restaurant.
Right.
I just don't want to. There's no
Of
reason
course,
to do
you guys
that.
don't have an outside patio,
Right.
so
Yeah.
It's,
Neither
it's,
do we.
it's also like, what image are you trying to portray if
Yeah.
you're sitting at your table rolling a fucking blunt? It's like, I
Okay.
smoke all day, every day too. I don't need to perform. It doesn't need to be performative. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
My
smoke
place is different.
when I want to
Yeah.
smoke, where I want to smoke. I don't need to show everybody else that I need to smoke. A lot of that
Yeah.
shit is motherfuckers just showing out to be like, oh, I don't give a fuck, and they're just trying to prove
hope
it.
you
For
do.
what? For what? Who are you impressing? None of us are impressed. We don't want you to do it in the first fucking place, man.
in my
Yeah.
place we used to sell paper.
Oh god.
Like it's
God
Not
damn,
really
you sell
encouraged, but
Lucy's too. Yeah,
Lucy.
they sell
Oh.
Lucy's and quarter waters over there.
I mean we did sell
So
cigarettes.
Fucking bodega Tide.
Lucy's. Oh, that's when you just can buy just one cigarette.
Blue Square.
It's like, you know,
Square,
if
Blue
you get like
Square.
little
My
buds.
after hours has those.
They sell Lucy's?
Oh, well, I mean, it's after hours. They sell
I don't-
everything.
I've only been to one after hours in my entire time in LA.
I've only been to 2 and I work them. I haven't
Ooh.
gone to one. I've only worked them.
Eyes.
The lamest way
Unfortunately,
you can go to an
unfortunately, you
after
know me
hours.
now, so this is terrible
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, I've never had a problem with after hours. The thing, I don't know what it is about my bar, but everyone thinks I know where all the after hours is. And I'm like,
Of your
don't
bar-
let this hair fool you.
Of your
I don't know where
bartenders,
any of the parties
you
are.
seem like
okay?
the kind of like, oh, he's going places
Definitely would
tonight.
approach you to be
Yeah,
hey, where's the
that's
after?
fake. I don't know where none of the parties are.
I would need to recalibrate how I pace because I pace for my night to end at 2. If we're doing after hours, then I need to recalibrate my pacing of drinking.
Oh, I don't pace anything.
Sounds like old people talk. You just
Yeah, I was
go
about to say I'm
with the
older
flow,
than you,
dude.
and I don't do that.
I was gonna say you just go with the flow, my guy.
Oh,
and whenever you
whatever.
start crashing, you go home.
Oh yeah, come on, crash it
There's
too.
this product that I can introduce you to if they well, yeah.
Oh no,
Are we allowed to say that?
Yeah.
We already have. Anyway, as long as we don't say it too many times, we don't get flagged. But we also use supplements that help you get over your hangovers and shit like that. They just don't sponsor us, so we don't.
So we're not
promote them.
mentioning it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, are we sponsored by
Sponsor us,
cocaine?
bitch. We can be.
That's
if you
twice.
keep
I don't know how
saying
many
it.
more
That's a
times you
few
can say it.
times. Calm the fuck down.
Sorry.
Calm
was
down.
implied
Make this show not for kids.
Can you literally just say
I'm gonna have to click
No,
that box
or white
just
girl
because of you.
or
Sugar.
no booger sugar.
Booger sugar.
Don't say white girl. That's just
That's-
I just call
sorry.
it skiing.
Yeah.
Skiing. Yeah, I said
Yeah.
snow. I said
Oh.
snow.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah. Cool.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sorry, mom.
What were you saying?
Shit, man. I don't know. I
Yeah.
forgot.
You were
sounds
so
about
good
right.
at it.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Okay,
Oh,
wait.
booger.
I have a question for you
Alright.
guys.
Okay.
Oh.
I have a question for you guys,
Okay, let's bring it.
and it doesn't have to be a long one, but
That is what she said.
Well played.
I'll play.
Played.
Pick my spots.
I'll shake.
Thanks.
Are you talking about yourself? I'm just...
That's
Anyway,
what she said. It's not a long one. I'll allow it.
I'll...
Like, you're already here. Fuck, I don't want to call anybody else. It's after 3. Everybody else is at the after party.
There we go.
With Kiki.
craziest. I'm down. Oh my god. Oh, that was
You started that one.
That was a bring. That was a.
Full circle.
He said, "Callback, baby."
Call back. Full
We
circle.
gave it a
Call
pause. You
back.
kept going. We'll keep going.
Okay, so from each of you, and you can have a second to think about it because I'll tell you mine. Worst instance with a customer ever since you been in this industry.
Worst incident.
Mine ended
I
with
have
someone
a-
calling everyone to he was gonna call his friends to come shoot up the lights.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty
Been
bad.
there.
That's up
Been
there.
For me, I have a tie between dumbest worst incident and most uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, I like
So,
that. Yeah, those are two very different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, which one should
Which
I?
one do you want to go? Okay,
Which-
should we do?
I'm-
Should we do?
Everybody knows I don't give a
I kind
fuck.
of, I kind of like the uncomfortable
Yeah,
one.
like,
Like, not gonna lie, I love the
Oh,
uncomfortable
yeah.
ones.
Because what makes you
Yeah, what
uncomfortable?
makes you uncomfortable?
It's actually one of the only times I've ever been uncomfortable.
That's what I feel.
Oh, I'm so excited. Please
Yeah.
tell
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Yes.
So I was bartending. This was like maybe 6 years ago. And the bar I was bartending at, very slow, especially that time of night. So there's no one else in the venue,
Yeah.
just me. And this black guy comes in with this white woman. They're both older than me. At this time, I'm early 30s. So the black guy looks like he's 40, so he's probably 60. But the white woman looks like she's 60, so she's probably 40. And so I'm just sitting here and I'm just like, all right, these are my guests for the night. Cool. I'm dealing with it. It is what it is. Everything's cool. We're having conversations and shit like
Wait,
that.
can we take bets? They asked him to have a threesome.
Yo,
Yeah, I see
No.
that. I can see that.
I've been
Yeah.
asked several times, not by them.
I was like, can we take bets?
Yeah.
Wait.
That
Does
doesn't,
they ask you to have a
that
threesome?
actually
Yeah.
doesn't make me uncomfortable. It's easy to say no.
Cool.
It's
Now
easy
I'm
to
just
say
very
no.
intrigued as
Yeah.
to see
Like,
what
yeah,
made you
actually
uncomfortable.
made you
So
uncomfortable.
we're all talking and he's saying something about like how she hasn't been in a bar in a long time and she keeps talking about like, oh, I think you're attractive and this and that, so that's why you were close. All right, so I'm
That is on.
I was almost there.
so I'm sitting here and I'm just like, all right, whatever, these are the only people I have, so
Wait,
I'll be
another one.
hospitable.
He's her nurse. He's finding someone for her to hook up with.
You might be close.
Holy
Anyway,
shit!
so-
Okay, keep going.
Ooh.
So, long story short, they keep going, and he says he would like to take a photo with you. And I was like, okay, like I'm standing behind the bar, so I'm thinking,
like, you turn
I
around.
think it's gonna be one of these,
It's
like
one of these.
those. yeah, okay, cool. You know, I have colored hair. Like, I'm used to that, you know? And she's like, no, 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 I want you to take the photo with me next to me on this side of the bar. And I'm like, okay, you guys are also very far. So where my bar is what I call a fishbowl, kind of like Joey's.
Yeah.
But yours is like a very small version. The one I worked at was like a very large version
You'd
of
have to
that.
like go
So I have to go all
Yeah.
the way around and all the way around.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So I go all the way over there, and I'm expecting us to just take just a regular ass fucking photo.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, no, 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 just put your arm around me. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'll put my arm around her. And we get ready to take the photo. And he's like, all right, you ready? And I see him looking at her. And he's like, you ready? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, cool. And just before he takes the photo, this bitch grabs me full on hand on the shit. Boom. While he takes the fucking
And
photo.
so your face is like,
And it isn't like she just grabs it just for the photo. She just goes
Cupping
boom,
it. She's
and
cupping it.
cups and holds. And I'm just sitting here for the photo. I'm just like,
That just happened. That just happened. That just happened.
okay. And she's like, I'm sorry.
No,
I just-
wait, no, I'm sorry. No, what?
I swear on everything. She said, I'm sorry. We just knew you wouldn't pose for that photo if we asked you. And
That's
so
not-
I'm
you're
still,
right. That's
and I'm
not
still
the-
just standing there like,
That's not the explanation.
yeah,
you're right. I just got,
yeah,
That's sexually assaulted.
I got
Yeah.
sexually assaulted.
yeah.
Can you leave?
Yeah.
They left right after.
Oh, that was
They,
their.
they literally after that
Right.
They
photo
even
was
buy a
taken,
drink.
they bought their round. They had already paid. So to me, they had already paid. They tipped like a reasonable tip. I thought everything was cool. They had given me no indications that it was gonna go wide left, which is how she
What was
grabbed
that conversation
wide
they
left.
had? It was like, y'all, you picture like grabbing his dick, like what?
I like to think it was part of
No,
a
I
scavenger
feel like
hunt.
it's definitely part of like it's a series. Like,
It's like
she
what the-
probably
oh,
they do
okay.
this together.
It's sexually assault serially.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sick.
yeah. That was
Yeah.
my most uncomfortable. My most uncomfortable guess.
Oh hell no.
I'm sorry. Sucks.
I made someone happy. All you can ask for in bartending,
I
right?
literally, my whole brain just went flat. I don't even know what I wanted to fucking say. Holy shit.
I don't think I've had anything like that.
I don't think I have anything that crazy.
Mm.
No.
Yeah, that's why I said threesomes is the least of the things I've been asked to do
Yeah.
while behind the bar. I've been asked that. I've had a lot of other things happen that I'm just like, whatever, you can chalk it up to whatever. But I've never had anyone so confident that she just grabbed my shit and held it during the photo. Because for me, I'm just like, if I push this little bitch,
Yeah.
you're like, everyone's gonna look at me like, why'd you
Fuck.
do that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like,
Well, there's a picture. Show one.
somewhere.
But damn. Yeesh.
Whoa.
Okay.
Do you have? Now I'm trying to think.
Is your microphone off?
Oh, because I didn't want to like, yeah.
I
He's
can-
like, I don't want to
I think I
breathe.
can go. Let me see. Both are threatening, but
Threatening?
we'll go like I was threatened.
Yeah,
I
I
was
know.
like, oh, the
threatening?
story is
Yeah. So
threatening?
basically, it was two very attractive women that were sitting at my well.
Very
and
threatening, yes.
Oh, man.
Attractive women are always threatening.
They're sitting at the bar and just kind of like, okay, cool. And then like I just serve them very normally, but like I got a lot of other things going on. I'm like, pick up a conversation with you guys later, but let me just get you guys started, whatever. Some dude comes up, and this is not to sound racist or whatever, but he looks like he just got out of jail. Like he's just like a very older like guy, just doesn't seem to have any like knowledge of where he's at or how to actually maneuver where he's at. So he's just standing now in front of my well, which is already just like annoying me. But
Hey, bro, you got any water?
yeah, very similar to that. Very similar to that. But he's there because he wants to talk to the two young ladies, which is like, all right, cool. I get that that happens at my bar, as you
Yes.
know, a lot. And guys are always just trying
Hey,
to.
and the jail isn't far from here.
Oh, that's true.
You didn't know that? Or did you know?
I don't know. Or you mean the one down
Right here,
yeah,
and then there's also one
the
like
towers.
no, there's this one here, and then there's the one across the freeway.
Oh, that's the towers, right?
Is that one's the tower?
Yeah,
There's
so over
also-
by Union Station.
yeah,
Okay.
that's the tower, but there's also
Yeah.
one on this side before the freeway.
Ooh.
Okay. Oh yeah. Well, he
It's
just
in like
Oh, that's
little
the county.
Tokyo.
That's
Yeah,
the county.
county.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's county.
Well, he like just came in. It's kind of like it's rowdy. I'm just like, bro, where's your energy at? But he wanted to talk to these chicks, so he's just like, I'm gonna get their round. They accept, but clearly because they accept now, he wants to occupy their entire evening and talk with them. And so the two ladies are kind of like allowing it for a bit, but one of the girls, she gives me the look of like, help me, the help me look.
Nigga.
Yeah,
Help me.
and so literally when there's like a gap in space, a gap in like the actual conversation, I literally just start talking to her about, I think the rosé I got her. I was like, yeah, so the rosé I got you was this, da da da. It's kind of like this, and so she's acting really interested. I'm acting like I give a shit about what I'm saying, just to kind of like occupy it. And so he gets annoyed, and then he goes start talking to the other
Oh
friend.
no.
So it works for a bit, but then that friend I have to go off and do something else, and then that friend goes to the bathroom. So now it's just him and the girl that I was talking to. And so it's okay for a minute. She's kind of giving me the look again. I'm just like trying to pick my spot where to get back in there for conversation's sake. But then he actually puts his arm around her, and I can't not say anything to that. I'm just like, hey man, we're not that type of bar. Can you just like not touch her? You know what I mean? Because she clearly is giving me that look. He gets so upset and it's just like, I'm
Like,
over
who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you? I've never in all my life been told what I can and can't do at a bar. Da, 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 da. Mind you, I'm just like, yes, sir, I understand. But just don't do it. And but also I still got mad at the guests I gotta be taken care of and shit. And so he's just like, yeah, just mouthing off and making a scene. And even like other people are just like, yeah, that's a regular thing you could do at a bar, is tell someone like when you're getting a little too handsy. And like clearly, yeah. But then also she's so scared that she doesn't want to speak up and
like stuck.
yeah, and she doesn't want to speak up and say that she actually told me to stop him. So now I'm literally on this limb by myself.
Yeah.
Like I just came up out of my head to tell him to like, yo, stop being so handsy. And then he's like, well, I mean, what are you to her? Da, da, da. And I was like, bro, it's not even all that. It's just don't be all over a girl you don't know that doesn't want it.
People.
Yeah. And so it just became like a whole thing. He was like, I'll buy this whole bar out. Da, 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 da. I'm just like, sir, I don't think you will.
Yeah.
I really don't think you do.
When people start saying they'll buy the bar,
Sir, by the tone of your voice, I know that you
I
cannot.
know that you cannot.
And it's fine, but don't say it. I'll give you the receipt for everybody here. And then what? Yeah. And eventually just kind of like, I don't even remember how it died down, but luckily he didn't get violent. All the violent stuff that's happened at my place, I've never been there for, which is great. But like, I've heard a story like 3 weeks ago, somebody slapped my bar manager.
Yeah.
My woman bar manager.
The slaps.
Oh,
And I'm just like,
What's happening?
yeah. And I was just like, wait, what? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
I don't want to laugh, but the way you said that,
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. And I was just like, that's wild. Yeah. So that happened. Like she had to go to, like, cause you know, it was like an incident report. You gotta go to,
Was that hard?
like her face was red.
No, but you had to go to the doctor.
Well, the thing is, like, if there's an incident, then like you have to file
you
an
have to
incident
file
report.
an
You
incident
have to go to urgent care. Cause like if it's kind of like a little
You
swollen.
don't have to go to, because I've filed an incident report before. You can choose if you want to go to urgent care or
Yeah,
not.
but Joey's is Canadian.
We're not saying names.
I already said
you
it.
already said
Okay,
it.
cool.
Where
It's
did
been
you
said
say
several
Yeah, it
times
has
during
been
this
several
episode.
times.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
fair enough.
specific episode? No, we
Yes.
haven't said them once.
Oh
It
yeah,
has. It has.
yeah.
I don't remember
I
saying
thought
them
I
once.
was avoiding it.
Way,
Okay.
way earlier.
Way
Really?
before.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. My bad. I thought we
That's
were.
when I was like, all right.
I was like, I'm not
I'm
telling
not
you
gonna
guys
go
where I
back and
work.
edit
It's
that.
fine.
I'm
We
not
said
gonna
on
go back
other
and find
episodes
it.
for sure, but I was trying to avoid. But yeah.
I like where I work and I'd like to keep working there. Thank you.
I'll read the
Kinda
disclaimer
same.
again if I got to.
I don't think actually I said the name of where I work or
Yeah.
anything about it.
Well,
But
let's not start.
do you want to
Yes.
go or do you want me to go?
You said uncomfortable and worse.
No, it's just like the worst.
No, that was me that said
situation.
uncomfortable.
I feel like mine is not really even mine, but it's just something that I witnessed and
You
I
can
was like,
still tell
fuck,
it.
that's ridiculous.
Well, the most recent one, I won't speak about.
Wow, thank you for bringing that up.
We
Why'd you
already,
get it?
yeah.
Oh.
Won't speak about that one. But I will.
Yeah.
I will speak about one that
We'll tell you.
we'll tell you
I'll
afterwards.
learn after
Yeah,
this.
we'll tell you afterwards.
I get to know and you don't.
No,
Or
you
on
know.
Patreon for $50 a month.
Or for
Oh my god, you really could do a whole
$76.99.
video of me laughing.
Go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
embarrassing.
So not really terrible, uncomfortable, nothing like that. But just one experience I absolutely hated. I will say this name because fuck this guy. I was working
Terry
at my
Crews.
I love Terry
no,
Crews.
not Terry Crews.
I don't know.
I love
It was
Terry
my
Crews.
first job here in LA. First
Okay.
restaurant I worked at. Very upscale, whatever.
Where? Drop it. Say it.
Name names.
It's
Or
it's
do,
on
do
the
one of these and just.
on the corner of Sunset and La Cienega. By Saddle
Andreon?
Ranch. No. By Saddle Ranch.
B&E.
No.
Oh. Katana?
You won't guess it. It's like if you blink, you'll miss it.
Mm.
Yeah, because I go to places where you can't blink. You just don't
Yeah.
miss them.
So it's a place where, like,
My places are not blinkable.
You'll know where you're going. You'll know.
There will be no blinking on my story, sir.
Fucking Pink's hot dogs. Like, what the fuck do you work at? I'm
Neon
at
signs
the top
everywhere.
of La Cienega and Sunset, bro. On this side, you got a fucking
Pink.
Mondrian. On this side, you got Rumble and fucking Keith and all and
Okay, then,
Kith
yeah,
and all the
yeah, the stores.
and all the stores. And then in front is like that weird pink and blue thing.
the convenience store.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is that actually what that is? I've never been in there.
Yeah, I
They
would
do
go there
like
on my
pop
break
ups there all the
sometimes.
time. But you're talking about this way. You're talking about this building right here. Casa Modera?
No.
No, that just opened.
No,
Duh.
no. No.
Um,
So it's a place where people with money usually go to, celebrities, whatever. Like we sell.
Harriet's rooftop. Bitch.
No.
I'm gonna get so mad.
I'll tell you
He just
afterwards.
want to show the fuck up.
I'll tell you afterwards. Anyways, the fucking celebrity that came in gave me the worst. Just that interaction was so bad.
It was
was
ick.
it was Jeremy Piven.
Oh.
Ooh,
Fuck
name
Jeremy
names.
Piven. He's a fucking asshole.
Oh,
Exactly.
Entourage.
Exactly. Who is
I
that?
watched Entourage. Which one is that?
He's a main agent.
Exactly.
He's an
Fuck
agent dude?
exactly.
Asian guy?
Yeah.
No.
Agent guy.
Oh, no, he's not Asian.
Can you?
Oh.
Not
Google-
Asian, the agent.
Oh yeah, agent.
No, he's the
Okay.
agent man.
Yeah, the agent. Not
Yeah, I
Asian.
thought he was
Yeah,
funny.
the short white man.
Okay,
So I apologize.
there you go.
The short white man. Anyways,
Wait,
he
short white man. Agent
Jerry-
man short.
yeah, he is.
In real life, he might be.
I tower over him.
Our.
So Adrian
In
Garner
all
is tiny.
aspects of life.
Anyways, he came in and I was bar backing at the time. He comes up to the bar. He's like, "Hey, can I?" He's like, "Hey, is there a manager around?" I'm like, yeah, there's probably one around here. Why? Is there something I can help you with?" He's like, "Yeah."
I mean, he looks like a cunt.
He plays one on TV.
Yes.
And he's one in real life
Every
too.
character
Yeah.
he plays is kind of
Oh,
that.
Yeah.
So I said, "Yeah, like I can grab a manager." Well, like, what's this about?
And the eyes are tight. Like, what'd you say to me? Do you not know who I
He
am?
made that fucking face to me.
That was the first face on his.
That was the
That's the fucking face he made
Can you
when,
repeat the
when I
face?
asked
I
him.
missed the face. Oh
I
wow.
know who I am.
Oh wow.
This is the fucking face. Dude, I wanted to punch that motherfucker so bad.
What did he do? What did
I
he
would
do?
have
What did he do?
punted his short ass.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
let me. I'm trying to say it.
Wait.
I'm trying to say it. So I asked him. I said, like, yeah, there's a manager on here. Is there something I can help you with, or what's this about? And he's like, he made that face. He was like,
No one knows who I am.
it's about my reservation.
Oh.
And he said it like that, like if I was supposed to fucking read his mind.
Oh,
and
I
know.
love when everyone thinks that you know what
And
they're
I-
talking about. I'm like, babe, I literally work here. I'm not a host. Do I look like I'm wearing a dress? No, bitch. Like, what?
Didn't I just say?
Am I not in a uniform right now?
complaint
Like,
was,
what the
Clearly.
fuck?
No one here knows who I am.
Yeah,
that
we
was
know.
his complaint.
You
Yeah.
fucking
Wait,
5'3"
no one knows who
short
I am,
motherfucker.
and I need
can't
to
believe he's
complain.
short. That means Adrian Gardner is short too.
I should have kicked this little bitch ass.
Oh,
Kicked him
fuck.
out of the
Short
fucking
is a
door.
frame of mind. I'm short.
Oh, I was
No.
gonna say that's what
You're
short
taller
people
than him.
say.
Exactly.
You're taller than
I'm
him.
short.
But anyways, he said that, and I'm like,
See me looking at people all cunty like they don't know who I am just because they can't see me from down here. I'm here. Look at me. Yeah. I know you gotta look down to see me. I'm not upset at you for not seeing me.
no, he's short though. Like he's visibly short.
Wait, so what happened next?
You mean
I was
he's
like,
not visibly short?
let's be done with his short talk. Let's keep
It's
going.
about
Keep
my
going.
reservation.
Yeah, he said that. I'm like,
No, Golden
okay,
Gate
do you like?
We're about
Did you
to,
cancel
We're
it?
trying.
Is,
and I
is
am
it
about to be part
like?
of it.
Did you want to change it or
We
something
don't
like
want
that?
you
He's like,
canceled, just us.
no. I'm like, okay. Well, let me go find the fucking manager. You fucking condescending shit.
Wait, what did he say to you?
No.
He said no.
Does he offer like basically, oh, what is this about? Do you need to change it? Do you need to update it? And his response was no.
No.
And then so he need to go
Okay,
find the
I need
manager.
more for me to feel like this is warranted. Keep going. I need more for me to understand why he was such a dick.
I don't know why he was such a dick.
No, but I don't. Like, I'm not getting that he was a dick. I think he was just like.
No, it
She's
was.
dealt with more celebrities
Oh,
than you.
well,
So
yeah.
I'm just.
Well, for me-
I
for me,
need
it's
more.
like
Into a
part of the
celebrity
course.
filter.
Yeah.
Well, for me, it was that I just asked him a simple question like, okay, can I assist you with something? And his immediate response was, let me just be an asshole to you or talk to you as if you're fucking stupid for not knowing what I want immediately.
Did he ask you specific? Sorry, this is my server or
No,
my just
do it.
industry brain.
Yeah.
Did he like ask you like? He said in the beginning. He said, "Can I see a manager?"
Yeah. He's like,
Yes.
hey, or he didn't say, can I see a manager? He's like, hey, is there a manager on? I'm like,
And
yeah.
you're
I was
like,
like,
okay,
is there,
yeah.
there's probably someone around.
And
Is
then he
it-
said, "Can I help
and
you
is
with
there
anything?"
something I can help you with?
And he said no.
And he was like,
Reservation.
fuck, now I'm fucking drawing a blank now.
Because I'm not seeing why he was being a dick. I deal with celebrities all the time.
Oh, well,
He
see,
just
I
talk-
don't.
He just talked
This was like-
condescendingly.
I
this
mean,
was
celebrities will
his-
talk condescending to
This
you all
was
the
my
time.
first
It's
job
like,
in LA.
oh, so you're just not
and-
used to it yet.
Yeah. But also, like, I don't appreciate people talking to me like that in the
Yeah,
first
but
place.
that one wasn't like, I don't really agree. Sorry.
So I serviced other celebrities after that too.
Yes.
And they were much nicer and
Of
courteous.
course, and
So-
I've worked in celebrity styling and everything from that
Yeah.
onwards. Like I've been with great celebrities. I've been with not so great celebrities, but for that specific instance, I'm not getting like dick part of it.
Most dick vibes.
You didn't
Like
get
I'm
the
not
dick.
I'm not getting the dick.
You didn't get the dick.
Like I'm not getting fucked. You
You
know,
got fucked. She didn't get fucked on that.
I didn't
You
get
felt the
fucked.
dick, she didn't feel the dick.
I didn't feel it.
She's still trying to find out is it in yet.
Is yeah.
Is it in?
It's not
Well,
like
yeah,
I'm sure
you
if
felt
it was,
it.
you
I
probably
haven't
keep
seen
asking
it.
that.
I haven't felt
Felt
it.
it,
I don't
yeah.
know if it's in the room.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
That's
don't.
fair.
It might be a micro penis at this point. Like I just.
It was
I'm
a
not
very
feeling it.
condescending tone.
It sounds like you can't take much dick, basically, is what it's coming down to.
Or you were just brand new to LA and you couldn't take any dick. So
Yeah.
I may be brand new to LA, but not brand new to condescending tones.
no, but
and
you were
his was-
brand new to LA.
Yeah.
That's
He's brand new
that's
to
its own-
LA. He ain't got enough work yet to take that much dick.
Yeah. I'm not like trying to say that your work is like everything you've done is like not like up to standard, but like in that instance, in what was happening,
That wasn't enough dick for you to file a report on, is
yeah.
what she's saying.
There's no need to go
Well,
after him.
if it's for,
Hey,
well, I'm still
Jeremy.
gonna come after him. Fuck him. I don't give a fuck. Fuck Jeremy Piven. But even my manager said he was being a
And
smart
that's
ass.
within
So,
your right to
And-
say,
Oh, for
fuck
sure.
Jeremy
You
Pitt.
can do that, but I personally disagree, and I think he probably being
a dick.
He's been an LA.
he was being an LA
dick.
person.
Yeah.
He's been an
But,
LA.
like-
He was
dick,
upset
but
that I
that's
didn't
a
know who he
different
was.
level.
But that's
For
the
being a
thing
diva
when you work
celebrity.
when you work at certain places in Beverly Hills and West Hollywood and Hollywood, like you end up just kind of
Glossing over that.
like you kind of just
And that's why I don't work over there no more.
It's your
Yeah.
clientele, so it comes with that.
it comes to and honestly, that gets to a point where like there's certain times where they don't like even call you the human being, and then you're like, oh, you're a dick.
I mean, shit. That's why we don't work in Hollywood no more.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly why I don't work in
It's okay,
Hollywood.
they acknowledge me. So
Because fuck that
I
shit.
mean, you're better than us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Way better.
You were willing to find the dick in this conversation. You were
I
like,
did because I was like, I needed to
no dick here.
understand why
Yeah.
he was an asshole, and I don't
Yeah.
think he was an asshole.
It was more
Also,
so
if you're
that
trying to cancel anyone in this video, it's not me.
yeah, no, cancel us, please.
freeze frame.
That can be your freeze frame for the fucking. Like I think we all did it.
Oh, I find them.
Oh, he does.
That's actually, it takes almost as long as everything else in my edit
Yeah.
is finding the freeze
Freeze
frames just to put on the thing. Sometimes it comes to me a little bit quicker, but sometimes I gotta go searching.
That's
Just to
interesting.
find a theme of just a freeze frame of our faces. That makes sense. I
I'm
like
trying
it.
to think. I had a story
Okay.
when we talked about a lot of things.
Okay.
Oh,
if,
yes,
if you,
there
if you
was a
have
time.
it, let's do that, and then we got to wrap this up.
Okay, perfect. So I had this guest that used to come in, and they were a former Disney Channel
stand up.
star. And they'd go
Mm.
pew pew pew, and they were like, "We got monies," and I was like, "Cool."
Sweet.
And so they would. This instance is how they got kicked out of establishment five ever, not forever, five.
Oh shit.
Mm,
So
you know it's a long time.
So they were like upstairs, they were buying shots for everyone, 1942, blah blah blah, yada yada. And then all of a sudden they couldn't afford it.
Damn, that Disney money ran out.
And then they had like a
Better call Mickey.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey Mickey, what's up?
You're so funny. My Mickey.
And so they had like a hotel room, and apparently they threw a used condom out the window, and it almost hit a security guard. I mean, the way that I would have.
Oh God,
Oh,
no.
But why?
And they were asking like certain managers and everyone to be like, "Yo, do you want to have a threesome?" Like all this. Oh, they were like.
Now,
Clearly
now I want to
unhinged.
know what's Disney Star.
I can tell you.
I
I can tell you. I'm not gonna tell you on here. I don't really care.
No, I have some.
But it's not anyone like. Don't worry, guys. It's not anyone like that you actually care about. You probably have to really Google this person and then try to figure out where the fuck you know him from.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was a
crazy.
fucking ridiculous time.
And how did they end up paying for all
Oh
of
no,
it?
they ended up paying for all of it, whatever, blah blah blah. And then they got their well, you're just gonna know where it's from. They got their membership revoked, and they got kicked out of Soho House forever.
Word. That's
Is
crazy.
it weird that to me that's not as bad as Jeremy Piven being a dick? Like to me, that was like, I mean, they're former Disney stars and they're staying at a
No, but they were
hotel.
like child Disney stars. Like you're an
Yeah,
adult.
no, I'm
You're an
just
adult
saying.
now.
I expect them
You're
to
a
be.
fucking
I
adult
expect
now.
them to be
A
unhinged
used condom
and
out of
throw
a
you-
window?
Yeah, I expect that.
Come
from
on.
them. I expect that from them.
Yeah.
But take
Disney
care,
Channel stars
take
have-
care of your bar and wait staff, okay?
Please do.
Don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Like
And
Jeremy
I don't
Piven.
care if you don't think that you need a tip anymore. Like, guys, come on. We have to also work too.
Yeah.
We got to make sure that you have a good time.
It's just our
And
job.
if you want to have a good time,
Yeah. And our job is
We
set
gotta-
up to where you get to let us know whether or not you appreciate what we did for you. Most jobs don't get to do that. So just be
until
happy you
America
have a
starts
job.
paying a fair livable wage,
Shit, don't
here
even
we
get us
are.
started
Yep.
on fucking healthcare. That's next week.
Boom.
Anyway,
oh, healthcare.
yeah,
Jesus
thank you so
fucking
much
Christ.
for coming up.
Yes.
The
Oh,
last 2 hours fucking flew by.
2
so thank you
hours?
for
You're
that.
lying. Is that why I need to pee
Officially
so
our longest
badly?
episode
Oh, you could have
ever.
got up and gone. I do it all the time.
I mean, or you could do it right there for $50.
I have to pay you or you pay
Good night,
me?
everybody.
We'll figure that out later.
You pay me, I'll do it.